Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, 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 my name's TJ, and it appears my co-host isn't here yet. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready for some sweet, sweet modern. That's not an answer to the question, that's an answer to what... Oh, very, very nice. Alright, yes, what does it mean? Basically, I decided to do it again. GBN Oliveira. You haven't actually sent me that list yet that you mentioned. Just gonna mention that one. Hello everybody, it's great to see you. I'm excited to be here. We've got 4 rounds of Modern coming up. It's gonna be a hip-hop happening time, and the first round's coming up. I'm sure my co-host will be here eventually. Also, I do know that we've got some pretty sweet decks out there. I do know that we've got some Bombardment, that we have actually the brand new, there's the new Amulet of Vigor deck is out there. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to find that then. I'll double check that. But it's great to see you. Hello, hold on, I'm gonna go through it. But hello to Mercury, Retoid, Shades, Dutch, Sonori, Lash Curve, the Reinhardt, GBN, Pagshim, K-Markey, Chaos, Terpskidai. It's great to see all of you. Thank you so much. I'll have to double check that we got it. Many Eldritch Moon cards tonight. Look at that. I said it right the first time. That's probably a first. But it's going to be awesome. There are, I think, some sweet cards out there. I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. I do know that there is Infect in the field, that there is Burn and Affinity out in the field. I do know that there is, I believe, a Rug Delver. There is a Zombardment out there. There is... Oh, Green Red Tron is in the field? Yeah, there's definitely... Tebin, my bad. Tebin, it's great to see you. Mayama Juan Blanco.
You want something
Good to see
janky?
you. Go on. What, is this you?
No, it's not me.
Who is it?
It's David.
Oh, I think that's second round material. I can't do that alone.
You sure? Alright, then I'll find something boring.
If you can, get me Dustin, if it's a reasonable matchup.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. You were told that this is an excellent haberdashery? Well. I have heard similar things myself. Either way, I'm excited. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Pagshim, Bryce is not here today. I'm going to be having, well, someone eventually right here. In the meantime, I'm just powering through. It's going to be all kinds of fun. Brezzy, it's great to see you. Most excellent. Yeah, it's going to be fun. As we wait, remember that we do stream 4 times a week. It's worth hitting that follow button, and it's always going to be a good time here at Geek Fortress. The official Trip Nip, any Tron? I actually just asked Coleman if he could get me the Green Red Tron player on stream. So, I was looking out for you before I even knew I was, and it should be an excellent time. Lopes 92-8. Yes, hats. Hopefully you enjoy my hat. It's kind of fun. Look at that, my co-host decided to show up, and unfortunately it is a different deck than I thought, but do you know what those two are playing?
Dylan is on Infect, Josh is on Blue Red Devil.
Okay.
According to Coleman. Yeah, it's a hat special today.
It is a hat special today. I even named it so. So this is actually a Sultai Infect. If it's the one that I'm thinking of that is out of Dylan Falk, he is running the Black Splash for things like Inquisition of Kozilek. Now, out of Josh, this is a straight blue-red Delver. This is going to be a particularly aggressive Delver build, running things like Lava Spike in it. Mm-hmm. And I think he's actually been testing with the Bedlam Reveler. Austin the Nerd, you're on time here. What's the new Amulet of Vigor deck? Oh, you just wait. It's going to be sweet. So, let's head on down. You ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the booth. The beards
Hi, I'm
are back.
Steven.
Well, the beard is back. All right. Oh my goodness! Someone bumped my camera. Do you want to go fix my camera? Someone bumped it.
Oh man,
it was
he's
good.
a moderator? Unmoderate him.
My camera was good 3 minutes ago. Alright. I'll let you just angle it up. No. The camera got bumped. We're gonna get this. That was perfect if you pull the mat literally a quarter of an inch towards the wall, and then you're good. Good. All right, turn one, Noble Havoc. It is great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Looks tepid. I love it. Apparently your beard has taken some energy. Now out of Josh's deck, I do believe I saw a Monastery Swiftspear, but we also saw a Mulligan, both players going to 6. Thanks for joining me for the hat stream, Steven. How are you?
How convenient that I happen to be wearing a hat today.
I was really taking a gamble on it, actually. I guess I didn't really tell you.
There's a lot of traffic today.
Is there?
Yeah, just from here up to, what is that called? Clearview?
Looks like there is a lot of traffic. There's already 40 people here before the first game.
Right.
Whoa! Look at me.
I am going to give Josh the disadvantage, though, because everyone at that table is wearing a hat, and he is not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the insider info. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to give it to Dylan, because Josh's particular build is running significantly less creature interaction than you would expect from a Delver list.
Wait, are you saying that Dylan's going to win, or that Josh is going to win?
I think that Dylan has the edge.
That's what I was saying. Josh has a disadvantage from lack of hat.
Though I think that it's so easy for that to turn around based on the right hand, but with a Dispel, a Gitaxian Probe, Lightning Bolt is pretty much the best card in this hand right now.
His remand?
His remand is okay, but not excellent, because there's so many one-drop density.
It's infect.
Mm-hmm.
They're scrying.
So Josh looks to be keeping his on top, so that is going to mean that he's on the play, starting off with a Monastery Swiftspear against this, being able to hold up potentially a Lightning Bolt, and oh no, Dylan's on the play. And this is kind of a risky turn one, like, run out. But yeah, a Lightning Bolt going to take it down. Hopefully that wasn't Dylan's only creature in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I still think, I don't quite, oh, and that's why he was willing to take that risk. He had double Glistener off.
Yeah. And also, it's pretty much, I guess it doesn't matter for infect, but it was a Lightning Bolt for Josh.
It was.
Josh basically bolted himself.
I suppose that's true.
It was like a bolt for bolt, but yeah, whatever.
Decade Zerg, it's great to see you. Noble Hierarch, thanks for joining us. Retoid said, hey, Steven.
Retoid?
Yeah.
Hey, Retoid.
So, we have got Josh heading in with another fetch down to 15. We do have a Spell Snare and a Dispel. Might try and keep up this Dispel/Spell Snare. Maybe to take down... I mean, the Spell Snare is mostly going to take down a Blighted Agent, if anything. But the Dispel might actually be able to hit something larger. Decade Zerg, I appreciate it, but I will be back on Sunday. Good call, the official Trip Nip. I messed up there. What a great name.
The official Trip Nip.
Like, you couldn't even be regular Trip Nip. You had to designate yourself as this. But actually, I like this play a lot from Josh. Not attacking with the Monastery Swiftspear means that you have a 1/2 in the way of Dylan's creature.
Right.
So attacking, if Dylan wants to attack, requires a pump spell.
Yeah.
But if he gets greedy about how he goes about this, then this Dispel could lead to a potential blowout, especially because this Dispel, if it's something like a Gitaxian Probe into something else, or a Gitaxian Probe as the backup saving card, then what you have is this Dispel, which will actually pump it up to being a 2/3. Actually, I guess that still won't be good. But it can at least force Dylan to burn 2 spells here.
Right.
And without dealing any damage. This blue-red Demp, it is extremely tempo-y. It is a particularly aggressive shell. So we're going to go with the Mutagenic Growth here. And we are just getting an attack in and a block by Josh, willing to basically do a 1-for-1 trade there, is how that came about. We do still have a Gitaxian Probe from Josh as he's starting to run light on resources. I wouldn't be surprised if he fired it off now. Now that he has kind of had his turn to where he's alive no matter what,
Yeah.
now you need to prepare for the next turn.
And also, it's basically free because he's against infect.
Yeah, and this is a hand that is good to know what's going on.
Yep.
You have a Become Immense, but otherwise you are not going to be winning counter battles for some time. I actually like... This hand from Dylan is a weird combination of really good and really bad for him.
Well, he has to cast both of the counters to be able to cast the...
If I'm Josh, my main game plan right now is play a creature, because right now he's getting into a fight with Remand and Dispel.
Yeah.
But he will lose to Dylan's game plan of doing the exact same thing. The biggest thing is that he's ahead on mana. So Dylan can't actually fire off both of those and the Become Immense.
Also, but Dylan also still has the the 10-turn clock.
He does have the 10-turn clock, and now we get to see that a counter battle is on our hands.
No, I think it was just a Gitaxian probe.
Well, no, but he's able to see Josh. Both players are fully aware that the other one is just trying to stop the other one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a battle of no, and eventually Dylan is going to be the one who has to say yes.
I think Dylan's actually wins in this because he gets to.
He's
drawn 2 cards that Josh doesn't know about.
He has a Glistener Elf that Josh. He's only drawn one. The Gitaxian probe was the known one. He drew the Gitaxian probe.
Oh. There you go.
Is this Grixis Delver? It is starting to look like Grixis Delver. I think I'm going to switch it to Grixis.
Make it be Grix-ish.
Grixis Delver?
The 9-turn clock has...
Oh man, we'll wait to see how many black cards are in this deck, but that's great.
Because I'm seeing a lot of black mana.
So Dylan going for the fetch. Because he's going at the end step, this has got to be for another duel. Not expecting anything in the form of Ghost Quarter, and it gives him the chance to cast potentially the 2 counter spells that he has.
Yeah.
So, Dylan down to 13. Otherwise, Josh still kind of in this bad position of having, a great way to prevent Dylan from enacting his game plan, except that he's also just going to lose over time until he draws into something. Shade of Hades, good to know.
I was playing Ishkana in one of my standard decks that I've been trying out, and then Max was very kind and pointed out, you have 4 card types, Steven.
It's actually not awful, though.
It's not awful, it's just not very good.
Todd Stevens was running in the sideboard of his green-black aggro. It was actually really sweet.
I mean, I like the card, it's just you have to be able to have a consistent delivery.
So Serum Visions, Dylan's draw. We do know that there's at least another unknown card, 2 unknown cards here, after also drawing off of that Gitaxian probe. And he's also getting to do a Scry, keeping both on top, not a good sign for Josh. Okay. I do not know the answer to that Lash Curve, but you should make it to where ours isn't flashing. That's my pro tip.
That's an interesting... I'm watching more than one Twitch stream right now.
You're cheating on me? Okay, so we do have the Glistener Elf.
This is such an exciting game.
I mean,
it is
it's a battle of incremental advantage. We have a Painful Truths in Josh's hand.
It's a mutually assured destruction type thing, but
Josh has got a Painful Truths and 3 counterspells, or 4 counterspells. I mean, if he wants to fire this off, more power to you. But then you're giving Dylan basically a turn to reign free, and that's if Dylan decides to let it resolve. Lash Curve, by the way. I know what the second stream is, and I don't blame you. Okay. So, this is the perfect false tempo from Dylan, though.
Yeah.
Dylan is just doing his game plan, and he knows exactly what Josh is doing, and he knows that he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
He's winning.
He's the one with the creature.
And so until Josh actually fires something off, Dylan doesn't really need to do anything. He's just winning this match right now.
Yep.
It's kind of...
one turn at a time.
It's brilliant, and I love that Dylan isn't getting greedy, because there is so much unknown information about his hand right now. We know that he kept 2 cards on top, so they have to be good ones. We know that he's gotten multiple draws off this anyway, so there continues to be more unknown information. So Josh can't even make decisions based on the idea of winning a counter war.
Yeah, Josh, all he can do is prevent Dylan's next move, but he can't do anything about the Glistener Elf.
Right.
But if he does draw a Delver, he can play it.
Yeah.
There's negates and dispels don't do anything.
True.
But the remans, though, but I mean, he's got plenty of mana by now.
And Dylan actually continuing to hit his land drops, well, that's not something that you normally want to do with. In fact, particularly good right now. Because now he's got this counterspell backup. And eventually when this happens, it is going to be a battle of who can sequence and play more spells that turn.
Yep.
And Dylan, as he continues to hit these land drops, he's going to be able to keep pace. Both of these decks hitting way more land drops than they have any business actually hitting. But otherwise, I'm kind of expecting just to swing for 1. I mean, you don't need to do much else. You're winning the game plan. If anything, maybe fire off a Might of Old Croja to get this party started.
Yeah.
Because even if it doesn't actually resolve, swing for 1. And now you're going to start winning with other counter battles.
There's the swing for 1.
Mm-hmm. We also know that he has access to a Become Immense down the line. So after a counter battle, he's going to have a free win clock if he has a creature survive.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Josh has to make some decisions.
yeah. I mean, and it is time to battle. And actually, this is kind of, I mean, the remand is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is giving him access to 2 other counter spells. He has got a Dispel and another remand, I believe. And if he's hoping to draw well.
Yeah, he just let him remand the Become Immense, which is fine.
I mean, seeing that Josh hit a land off of it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too worried about it, really. Okay.
Okay, Groundswell.
A fetch to Groundswell. Let's play it again. Remanding this one, particularly bad. So he's going to have to fire off this Dispel if he wants to do anything against it.
Yep.
I
exciting.
like this. I like this, actually. Dylan is doing a great job of sequencing these and making sure that they resolve, get the stack empty, make sure that anything that's happening, he's still just going to be hitting them for 1, and now Josh is losing future counter battles. He's still at 4 infect. He's still dead to the Become Immense that is in Dylan's hand.
Right. Which he can... It's 6 mana total, right?
Or
is it 7?
It is 6 mana total.
Okay. Because he can cast it. He can technically cast it next turn.
Yes. He's also going to go down to 9, and as these counterspells get cast, as he's losing this fight, he's continuing to draw cards. So we are going to at least put a Painful Truth on the stack. Dylan does have the opportunity to go for the counter here. The Jackal, I did actually get to see a little bit of it. I have not had a whole lot of time. There is no Emrakul, but you're running the Hiris and Kiki Jikis. It's pretty interesting.
I think he has to counter the Painful Truth. Oh, he doesn't.
I think he's okay with him tapping out. He does need to be a little bit cautious about removal.
But he still has 3 mana.
Yeah, this is kind of... Actually, we're going to get to see because of this Gitaxian Probe, but I'm expecting that there's a Vine's Vast within hand. Just because of this willingness.
Mm-hmm.
And...
What is that?
That is...
Is that an Avaricious Dragon?
I don't think so, but that's a burn card that I'm not used to seeing. Oh, that's a Faithless. No, what is that? Magma Spray? Oh, that's a Pillar of Flame.
Okay.
Man, that's some old tech. That is some old tech. Westlawn, it's going great. You weren't going to come today, but then you saw hats. I'm glad I sold you on it.
See, if I would have known that there was modern with hats, I would have worn like a very special hat.
I didn't give you any warning whatsoever.
Yeah, man.
A Simic Charm? Permanents you control gain hexproof? What?
No, wait, what?
A Simic, so he just
What are the...
he spell snared the Simic Charm.
Okay. I just don't see this. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So a Simic Charm coming down, getting
Well,
rid-
he can either give hexproof or +3/+3.
Mm-hmm.
But I think hexproof is just better.
And Josh really taking advantage of loading up the board right now with creatures, going for a Gitaxian Probe. We have another Simic Charm in hand. If there is a... I mean, right now, what you really want to see is a Blighted Agent if you're Dylan.
Yep.
But otherwise, you're in trouble. So Dylan actually, huge turning point. Maybe got a little bit greedy.
Oh, he couldn't have countered the Painful Truths. Oh, he could have Spell Pierced it, but then... It technically gives Josh the option to pay more mana, more colors.
Technically, sure. I think I actually would have liked a Spell Pierce on that. You know, in retrospect, looking at what's in his hand. Because it either taxes him, you end up still having the 1 mana for a Dispel for a new removal spell. He would have been able to cast that Pillar of Flame all the same, however, so it probably would have still been a very similar situation. And I think that we still would have seen Josh making kind of turning that corner.
If he could have known with a Simic Charm. Hey, look, an Ink Moth.
Well then, Pegshim, ask and you shall receive. You know what I really need right now? Ink Moth. Look at that. Easy. So we do have the Lightning Bolt in hand. Another Painful Truths. We're going to go down to 6. I'm still okay with actually taxing this one. You don't have anything to fight over this turn. If you tax him, you either keep him from drawing cards. You don't need to worry about that one. Or you deplete him down to 1 mana, which is actually fairly significant. So I like the Spell Pierce here. He's got enough mana that this is not going to be relevant much longer into this game.
Yeah.
Are there any elves on the floor tonight?
I doubt it.
We've been having elves pretty consistently. If Jacob's out there, then we do have elves. But that is going to resolve. We see a Delver of Secrets and a Lava Spike. Doesn't draw into anything that's going to be actually incredibly relevant. Just this Lightning Bolt and the Remand. That's kind of the two options that we have.
Well, that Swift Spear has, like, what, 2 Crowd Triggers now? Or just one? Just one.
The Swift Spear, it has got 2 currently. So this is a swing 4-5. Dylan looking to win next turn, and he definitely has the ability to. Smurf Squatch, it's good to see ya. Apparently Jacob Anderson is not here with elves. We're on to you now. What a great name. Okay. So, returning the young Pyromancer to Josh's hand, and I think we're looking at a win here. Retoid, we can mention it too. I think he was just updating the list today, actually.
That guy is actually, like, I can't point to. He's, like, right next to Josh. Like, right next to Josh.
Yeah, Joe is sitting just to the right of it. Smurf Squatch, congratulations on the new job.
That nice 4 a.m. start.
Oh, I didn't even see that. But still, congratulations on the new job nonetheless. Dylan, I think, is about to take this game. I
wonder who put that token, whose token that is.
We have
Probably Joe's.
Actually, that's Josh's.
Is it?
Yeah. We have 1 Lightning Bolt in Josh's hand. That's
There's
a
a Lava
piece of
Spike and a
interaction.
Lightning Bolt.
Lava Spike is a sorcery, though, and it doesn't hit creatures.
Oh,
It's a double whammy.
He's looking at the risk of just dying to.
Pretty much, he needs to really get lucky with his Remand taken down. He needs to bolt it. Dylan is then going to try and probably protect it with this Bug Covenants. Josh is going to remand that, and if that goes well, and if Dylan kind of makes the wrong sequencing, then Josh is going to win off of this.
Dylan is a 4.
Okay. Brezzy, only 80. I mean, we're still in game 1 of our first round, so... But hey, if you want to get more people here, I am 100% on board with it. So, we are going to be going for... Interesting, so sequencing this one first, probably holding the Vines of Astwood in hand. We're going to get a Remand here. And...
Spellpierce.
Oh, yes. This is excellent. If Dylan has any pump spell in hand, then we have a win. Oh, no, we have the known dispel.
Yep.
We've known about that one. That is awesome. Good sequencing by Dylan. That was awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
He lined that up
Sometimes
well.
it's just like, these are your options.
But he lined it up well. He went for the Spell Pierce when he only had 1 mana left, as opposed to, Chaos, we are still working out the kinks, and I lost the website for it. But still, we are working on that. Bolt in response to Fetch's Terror, it's definitely, it's iffy. It's iffy. Westland, you should play Bolt. Peter, someone played Knight of Souls Betrayal? Huh. That card's really good against Infect. And Delver. You're not wrong, Peter. You're not wrong. Me llamo Juan Blanco. Say it. It's fun to say.
What?
Me llamo Juan Blanco.
Is that one of the people?
Yeah, that's Me llamo Juan Blanco. Just me?
No, let's say it.
Okay.
Like, you're like, say it, and I'm like, I don't want to say it.
Fine. But it is also for, I believe, Inquisition is in the Sultai deck. Or in the Delver deck. Wait, Me llamo Juan Blanco. I'm not sure which deck that you're asking about, but the Sultai, in fact, is running some number of Inquisition of Kozilek. I'm not sure if it's in the main or the sideboard these days. But do I think that Turnicide or Dispel is better for Infect? Dispel.
Dispel.
I don't think Turnicide is very good for
Nope.
Infect.
Turnicide is just generally not a very good card.
That's essentially that's true.
It has, like, the moments where it is the exact perfect card that you want, but in most cases...
It is a
most
less
other
consistent card.
things- Yeah.
The Jackal, thanks for hitting that follow button.
And hearing a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only reason Josh is playing black is for Painful Truths.
Brezzy, How did I never catch that before? I've always been like, oh, is that a... How did I never catch that that was supposed to be a Game of Thrones reference? I'm shocked right now. I am shocked. Who's going to the PPTQ this Sunday? I will be here, but I'm actually flying back from California. I'm leaving for California tomorrow. I'm flying back that morning to show up here, and I'll be doing the back, probably 2/3 of the commentary. The first third I'll be spending out in the field doing some like field reporting into the chat. So I will be here doing some commentary on it. Are you still able to watch? Are you still able to watch my house?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Good time to confirm that.
Yeah.
Thanks. With Dispel, you can stop a bolt to the face. That's true. What sources are you really going to be worried about turn aside to be useful? Pretty much occasionally something like, I mean, not a whole lot of them. I can think of some.
I don't like
Forked Bolt.
Lava Spite?
Forked Bolt.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's not a lot of sorceries you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I ever caught that. Oh, it's not supposed to. Okay, it's not supposed to be a Game of Thrones reference. Good, good. Terpskadai, I will say that with that 3.5 hour drive, you also get to just come out and have fun, and I don't know. If it's worth it, then definitely do it, and if it's not, then don't.
This is on Sunday, right?
It is on Sundays.
Oh,
begins
man.
at noon Pacific time. Now seems like a great time to plug it.
Yeah.
This Sunday, the 31st of July, starting at noon Pacific time. It's currently 7:26 here at Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, p.m. So, on Sunday, 7.5 hours ago, come hang out in the stream, watch 5 rounds leading into a top 8 of Modern. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm going to be here for the back 2/3 of it, and I'm absolutely thrilled. So I hope to see you all there. Maelstrom Pulse, that card is not bad, but I doubt to see it in as the one that you're worried about.
Yeah,
K-Marky, that's a reasonable one to be worried about.
That is the very good.
'Cause then you can
turn aside, but
you can redirect it to their lingering souls. Live the dream. Oh man, Tevin, it's been way too long since you played Magic. I get you. I get that. It makes sense to me. I hear the words that you're saying, and I believe
played
them.
in the pre-release. That's about it.
Yep. All right. Ooh, Port Angeles. Very cool. I am excited. This does give me another opportunity to tell you all this. Be sure that if you are going to GP Portland to come have some delicious pizza with us, there is now a Facebook event if you do want to hit it. One of our amazing mods is going to link it. Be sure to follow that link.
I like the outsourcing. Someone else is going to link it. It's at Pizza Schmizza.
That is at Pizza Schmizza. We will be doing it around 7. There's very little description. I'm going to be updating that soon. We made it last minute, and I'm basically like working stuff in when I have time. But be sure to just hit either maybe or going or something sweet with that one. Tevin, thank you so much. Follow that sweet event link.
You should get rid of Josh's infect.
I should get rid of Josh's infect. Thank you so very much. Okay. Thank you very much to GB. That is perfect. Hey, Death Metal Dane. Apparently you are in Portland, would be my assumption. And if so, I look forward to maybe having some pizza with you that Friday night, just before the GP. J-Man Fro. Ask a lot of questions. Questions will be very important in the game, and it is the best way to learn. Also, make sure that whatever you're doing, that you're having fun. You got any advice for noobs?
Yeah, basically, like, finding a person who wants to be helpful and then actually can be helpful.
Ooh, that's gonna be
a good
good.
thing. Like, FNMs are very often pretty chill, in my experience, and I always try to help out newer players, teach them how. Like, I get a lot of the. I block and they tap their creatures like blocking doesn't tap.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I totally get that. Why is Black an infect? He runs it in there for some sideboard, I believe, but in the main board, I believe he has hit some hand disruption. Doro, good to see ya. Okay. K-Marky, I am not confirmed on that yet, but we are doing some testing. But we're looking into it, doing some testing with it.
I've come to the conclusion that the burn-in standard is fine, but it is not good.
J-Man Fro, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I really appreciate it. I look forward to interacting with you more in the future. But, I don't know. I think Burn has got potential.
It's got potential, but there's so many 3-mana sorceries.
Definitely. And I think that a lot of it comes down to the Thermo Alchemist. If you can play that turn 2, you're doing way better.
Yeah.
Like, so much better in that game. So we do have a Lava Spike. I'm a little bit surprised that he kept those in. That would have been probably the first card that I'd take out.
Yeah.
Because if I'm the Delver deck, I'd keep up with this Tempo game plan. I don't know quite what he did take out, so maybe there's a card in there that's worse.
Right.
But, Psycho TKT, it's great to see you. We're going to look at a Young Pyromancer, 2 Lava Spikes, and a Delver. If Dylan has got a hand with just a little bit of unblockability in it, that is going to be phenomenal.
That's a pretty strong hand for Josh, minus the lands.
Minus the fact that he has only a blue source.
You can play that second Delver.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, drawing into, looks like a Verdant Catacombs. We may not have the Infect. I'm pretty sure if he kept that hand, he should have an Infect creature. Yeah, there's a Glistener Elf in there. Running it out after seeing that hand, maybe slightly risky, but totally worth it looking at that hand.
Josh scryed one from the mulligan knowing that he has a red. He's getting excited, but he's like, haha, I do have a red, man.
See, but I like that he cast out this Contexting Probe, because Josh had 2 options for his draw. Either the removal that would hit it, or the card that, or the land that can cast it.
Right.
Dylan running that out, really sweet. Okay. Can we post Dylan's list? Samuel J. Donner, we do not actually have access to the lists. We can request it if we can, but it's really hard, and when we were requesting deck lists more, it ended up taking about 4 hours out of my week, which...
I don't see them ever get posted.
Even when I did that one, a lot of it was finding the time to get the list from people and,
right.
and track them down. So, unfortunately, we don't have it at the moment. I can request it from him and do my best. And we can try there, but these are weekly events, so deck lists are not actually required for the event. But I apologize. But right now we've been going back. We've been toning it down a little bit on the getting deck lists to instead focus on getting the things like the Twitch partnership and getting a new layout going and like trying to get other things going.
I mean, if I was around more, then I would happily go get deck lists.
Samuel J. Donner. Last I checked, it was for hand disruption. So I think that there's some number of Inquisition of Kozilek and potentially some sideboard pieces. Doro, I'm really excited. I've actually been thinking about buying the Death Shadow aggro, actually. The deck is really sweet.
See, I don't like calling it Suicide Zoo. I like Zooicide.
Okay.
I mean, you got clever names. Clever names are better.
Mm-hmm. Death Metal Dane, your son and I just picked up MTG 2 months ago. What is Grixis Delver? That's fine. Grixis is a 3-color combination of blue, black, and red. That is what the name Grixis means. Delver is based around a card called Delver of Secrets, which we are seeing on the battlefield right now. And what it means is, I can show you the card. It's a 1/1 for 1 that at the beginning of your upkeep you look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or a sorcery, you can transform it into a 3/2 with flying. So the main mentality of the deck is to play out one of these or a really cheap threat that really gets better with instants and sorceries early on. And as you continue to go through that game plan, you start to play the early threat and then protect it over the course of the game, which continues to get you value. So you kind of play a 3/2 with flying on turn 1, essentially, and then spend the rest of your game plan protecting it and disrupting them. It's a strategy that's often referred to as tempo.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Hopefully that was somewhat helpful. But if not, let me know. I'm always happy to clarify it a little bit. Little Brittle, that is what I did with the last bit of spare time that I had. I have signed up for Portland. Okay. Death Metal Dane, you are welcome. And as always, to anybody who is just joining us for the first time, be sure to hit that follow button because we stream 4 times a week.
That many.
That many. So, every Monday at 6:30 Pacific Time, we stream Standard. Every Wednesday and Saturday, we stream Modern. 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, 6 o'clock on Saturdays. And every Friday at 7:30, we stream Legacy. Worth checking out. And this Sunday at noon, preliminary Pro Tour qualifier, Modern.
That was impressive on the preliminary Pro Tour qualifier.
Best Boss, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I apologize for messing up your name if I did, which is likely. Probably. Anyway, thank you. Can I explain how Bubble Hook works, please, Tevin? Nice. If it comes up, I will. Tygorn, 1978. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate it. It's awesome having you. Do I like candy? Oh, it's a little brittle. That's funny. That is funny. My internet connection just got slower than eggs. It's pretty funny.
I'm typing something for the chat.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. But yeah, I did sign up for Portland. So, my hat is lame. Star hat, best hat? Hey!
Who said that?
Justice Peanut.
I'm going to consider you for being a moderator.
Very nice.
Some people just know what's up.
Some people do. Alright, so, Death Metal Dane, as always, if you do have any questions going forward, always feel free to toss them in.
You forgot to give Josh the victory.
I did forget to give Josh the victory. So, Dylan going to be starting off on the play. Really solid position to be in, especially in a deck like this. Looking at Josh's hand, we have a Disrupting Shoal, a Lightning Bolt, a Delver, 2 lands, and 2 Lava Spikes. Probably worth keeping, just because you have likely what this Disrupting Shoal is going to be doing. I'd counter this. I'd get rid of a Lava Spike to counter it, but looks like he's not going to go for it. Alright. And apparently some swords are coming into the chat.
Why are there swords?
Oh, because they're mods. I think. Maybe.
How do I sword?
It's an emote. So, a Lightning Bolt gonna take down that Glistener Elf. Albino, this is Steven, as well as if you ever want to try and figure out a time with me,
yeah.
I'm totally happy to teach people how to play as well.
Yep.
Okay, apparently it's Twitch RPG, one word. There you go. And the Glistener Elf coming down, and Josh would have to use his... And again, he actually lets that happen. I'm really surprised that he didn't actually use the Young Pyromancer to go for the Disrupting Shoal in this case either, because he has no actual way to stop this Blighted Agent, and he is dead to almost... I mean, he is dead to a wide amount of the cards that Dylan has available to him. So... I am not, I'm curious. Is this Grixis Delver or just Blue Red Delver? It looks to be Grixis, Filippo Magic.
He's playing Painful Truths.
Yes.
Flippo Magic?
Oh, it has to be a blue card. Thanks, Big Daddy Snow. I totally messed that one up. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. Then yeah, he's just in trouble. He is just in trouble. And to K Debo, I messed up.
I like all the wave of people letting
Nettle Sentinel, I messed up. I messed up.
By the way, to cast Disrupting Shoal for free, you have to discard a blue card.
Ooh.
And then X is the discarded card's mana cost.
What?
Yeah.
Exiled cards. Yeah. Exiled cards, mana cost. So.
You're right.
Still. Oh, man. Mayamo and Blanco, thanks. Thanks.
Josh is swinging in with that Infect token.
He doesn't really have a whole lot of other options, so Dylan is actually in trouble just through the pure amount of damage that Josh is putting on the table. Mm-hmm. But
Josh does keep tapping out.
Well, because he has no way to actually stop Dylan anyway. So if he can present a clock that's just going to kill him,
right?
Dylan is dead to the backswing if this Delver flips. And actually, it likely is anyway because of the amount of Lava Spikes that he has in hand. Mm-hmm. Because he's used one of them, but he still has the other. So he's in a really solid position.
I guess it really just depends on what Dylan has in his hand. Or what he draws.
If Dylan has got enough pump spells, because Josh is currently at 1 Infect, counter spells aren't going to do it. He needs some kind of way to enter this board. The fact that he didn't go for a pump spell last turn is concerning to me, actually. I don't know there.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I would have expected him to play one last turn when he knew that Josh didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to think that Dylan is sitting on a fairly weak hand that was maybe resilient to removal.
Yeah.
And Josh decided to just go for the aggro. The black is for hand disruption.
You should put that in the little notes thing on the bottom.
You know what? It's not going to be for not a lot longer, but yeah, you're right. All right.
Make it clear that the black in fact.
You are correct. There we go. There we go. Now we're just going to point to the bottom for people who need it. Actually, Sultai used to be really popular.
It's for hand. You gotta move disruption to the next line.
I need to move to hand disruption to the...
Or just disruption.
No, let's do that, actually.
Nice.
Okay. It is possible that this is just blue-green. He's been playing Sultai for a long time, though, so I've been hesitant to name it off, to go back to blue-green. But it is looking like he may have moved it. So, maybe we'll just go to infect. Let's just do that. Plus, then we won't get the questions. Even better. Even better. Hello to the 100 people just joining us. My name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
We're streaming from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington. We're watching Dylan have a conundrum. Leaving back blighted agents as blockers is not where you want to be.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't actually flip the Delver. He's not attacking with it now. We might even see him go for... he needs to be really cautious. Oh, no, actually, that's all the things that were tapped down. Okay,
Yeah,
it's still Dylan's
I think
turn.
it's still Dylan's turn, yeah.
Okay. I thought I saw a pass back
Now
for some
wait
reason.
for the chat
I know,
to
they
catch
are.
up.
They are. They're going to get me. They're going to get me. I look away for one moment to keep typing things, and I came back, and I saw him, returning them. I was like, an attack! But otherwise, yeah, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
No pump spells. No disruption. So do you leave back... it's hard to say without knowing his hand. But do you leave back a blocker to try and get in the way of a Monastery Swiftspear? You are then still dead to the Lava Spike, but if you have a counterspell, if that's your problem right now, then you have that to maybe take down the Lava Spike, you are able to block the Monastery Swiftspear, and then maybe draw into the removal needed next turn. But if that's the case, I would just swing with one of these Blighted Agents, keep back the other one.
I want to say that, from what I remember, I think he has a land in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then another, thank you, I like your hat too, Kung Fu Horse.
We like your hat too. I want to know that.
It's true, Dylan is wearing a hat, Josh is not wearing a hat, he's not in the spirit of the game with us.
Okay, so a swing for 2. And we've
And a
got
pass.
I think we probably should have kept back one of those. Doesn't flip the Delver, and I think that is going to make keeping back a blocker the right choice.
It's still lethal. Yep, Josh
Yeah.
is going to take it.
Yep, leaving back a blocker is, I think, what the right choice was
Dylan
there.
looking
But
for a
apparently
pump.
didn't have one for some... Actually, he could have cast that to play that, to draw into it, interestingly enough. So, I'm not quite sure what we had there, but... We should just give the most basic deck names for every match. Burn, red. Tron, ramp. Infect, Y. Merfolk...
Fishies.
Oh, man. It is definitely definitely a more aggro-heavy version.
I need to remember to go on Inked Playmats and buy myself a mat for Standard.
Yes, yes you do. Do you want to try and get us another match? Let's head on up to the booth and we'll get you guys another match here in round 1. Hello everybody, my name's TJ Stevens, hanging out with me in the booth, and we are streaming from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington. We do this 4 times a week. It's definitely worth hitting that follow button. If you are just joining us, let me know in the chat, and I'd love to give you a warm welcome here from all the Fortnites, and have the other Fortnites give you a welcome as well. As you can see, we're doing hats today. It's pretty exciting for me. And as always, remember, because this coming Sunday, be there or be square. That was a pretty sloppy square. We've got a Modern Preliminary Pro Tour qualifier starting at noon. If you're watching this, you should be watching that because it's the same format.
Lots of game 3s.
which means that we should
In
be heading
progress.
into the next
Yeah,
round
there's
pretty
about
shortly.
10 minutes. Where the clock is 3 minutes left.
Okay, so we should be heading into the next round pretty shortly. The other thing that you should remember is that GP Portland is incoming. It's coming in hot. It's about 2 weeks away, which I just now realized. Good thing I registered and have my ticket. But look, we're going to be down there. We're going to be having fun. I don't think that you are. But
No, I wanted to, but I'm going to be doing game day here instead
because everyone else is going to be gone?
well,
Clever.
yeah, well, there's that, yeah.
Actually, you should come down with us and go to Portland game days.
Yeah, but also the part is, like, I have the option of going to Portland or, like, getting an apartment.
That's true. That's true. That is super reasonable. So, in the end, a lot of us are going to be down there. We're going to be having fun at a place called Pizza Schmitza on Friday. You wore
Is it
green.
I actually forgot to wear my more green shirt.
Very nice. I appreciate that. But, Mr. Pillow Frog, it's great to see you. I don't get to see you too often, but occasionally we get to have you seen here, and your name is fun enough that it's always worth it. Now, you should join us because it is going to be exciting down in GP Portland Friday night. Definitely come and check it out to have some pizza with us. We get the opportunity to meet you. It's going to be all kinds of fun. Pizza Schmitza, 3 blocks away from the
Are you
venue.
gonna wear
There
that?
is a Facebook event. This?
Yeah, to the Portland.
I'm not entirely sure. I hadn't thought about it.
I was really confused why you picked that up.
You know, I don't know either.
That's a nice noise for everyone.
Are we going to do any new types of coverage for the PPTQ? Peter, we are working on all those things, but it is unlikely. As it turns out, we still have 0 actual free time because we're spending so much time doing the actual streaming.
Right.
We're working on things. We're looking into them eventually, but right now we have other priorities, Peter. So, one day. But, most of these things cost either time or money.
Doro, I like the new rule because it takes off a huge chunk of text off the cards.
Why does a fireman have a drill? To drill things.
What if the fire is like behind a wall with just like screws when they're really in there, so you can't do it by hand?
That's a really good point. Yeah, definitely true. Definitely true.
There's like 6 more minutes left.
Alright, is there? And we should be heading into the next one soon.
Soon.
But I'm excited. We've got a new layout coming up. We are now going to be basically like I've been dragging my feet on the Twitch partnership, but I've decided my next little bit of free time I'm just going to be applying for it.
Yep.
So that might be something that I'm working on while I'm in California. Which, hey, I should tell you, if anybody happens to be in the Southern California area, in the Orange County area, I am going to be at F&M at a place called Shuffle and Cut Games on Friday night. They apparently have a yeah. I don't know. They've got a 7:30 modern F&M. They were the only one in the area that had modern F&M, so I called around to the places, and if anybody is there, then it's definitely true. Oh, you get to be the oh yeah Kool-Aid man. That's awesome.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, K Markey, I would splash screen for Tarkus Command. It's like one of the best burn spells in standard right now.
In modern or in standard right now?
Standard, yeah.
I have actually been considering it. It's definitely one of the things. It's just making it the mana base work because it has less enablers than the Black Splash does right now, and you need to make it a way that isn't going to pull away from your curve at all.
Right.
So I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of red-green fixing.
There's
2. Game Trail and Cinderglade.
that's true, and actually Cinderglade is going to be much better, I think. But yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
you're totally
Game Trail is like if you have another mountain in your hand. I guess they both have their merits.
That's true. That
One.
is true. Be right back. Bleaching Eyes. Oh my goodness. There's a modern F&M in Manhattan Beach if that's easier. I feel like you might be in that area. Just a guess. I'm going to a place called Fullerton. If you can prove to me that that's closer than a place like 15 minutes away, I'll consider it.
Peter, standard right now is Banned Humans, like Banned Company. Like Banned Humans is a form of Banned Company. It's Banned Company, and then everyone else trying to play a cool tribal deck.
It's fast.
Yeah.
It's become recently fast. I think it'll slow down as people figure it out. But a lot of Collected Company and then Tribal. And some of the Collected Company is Tribal.
Yeah, Human Tribal.
Yep.
Human Tribal is the only good tribal, though.
Why do we think that Geist doesn't see more play? If we're talking about in Modern, because Sadistic
There's a lot more
Thanks.
2-1s.
There's a lot more creatures, and Geist is a really bad creature to run into combat with,
Yeah.
and it's just not really that worth it. To tap out on turn 3 to start being aggressive on turn 4 is not that good when you're going to have to be contending with likely many creatures that are all going to win against it in combat. Why would I go to Fullerton? For family reasons. So, it'll be good. It'll be good. And Modern Wednesday, it's good to see you, Rex. Thanks for joining us. The mana base you're currently on is 4 Glades, 2 Game Trails. Yeah, okay. K-Marky, I appreciate that one. Couldn't you just play a tempo deck with Geist in Modern? Playing your tempo threat on turn 3 is usually not where you want to be, Brezzy. It's a very difficult way to play tempo. But that's okay. That's just the way that it goes. What happened to Tuesday, we've never streamed on Tuesday. In fact, we've never done a stream on a Tuesday. Ever.
I don't think so, yeah.
We've done streams on other days, but there's never once been a Tuesday stream to my knowledge, unless someone snuck back here.
Just did a solo stream.
Retoy! The store that I'm going to is in La Habra. Fun fact. Fun fact. Peter, we've been right around 20 for standard turnouts.
I mean, it's set just released, so...
Yeah. Actually, we were just before the last one set dropped too. We were at 20s pretty much just the week before. We had, I think, like 12.
I need to get Mondays off.
Yeah, you do. You do. But that's actually where I will be going. And St. Traft is getting a new Spirit stack with Spirit. I'm not convinced still. I don't know. I don't think that Geist is very good in Modern, and I think that's just the way that it is, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun testing it when Retreat to Coralhelm was a big thing, because you were able to use your fetch lands when you were trying to go for the Night of the Reliquary game
Right.
plan. But you could use your fetch lands to tap down their blockers, and that became a really cool way to do it, so I liked that a lot. Ninewalker. Ninewalker, you're relatively new, I think. Welcome. It's awesome seeing you. This is Steven. Let's
Hi.
introduce. A lot of you who are brand new may not know Steven. Say hi, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Nice, you nailed it. Steven, you are a man with a beard, a hat, and a can-do attitude.
I'm not sure about that last one.
And an attitude.
Yeah, I'm Albino Bear 43 in the chat. I'm the mod.
Yes.
I was like the second or third mod.
Among you,
Because there was Dom.
first dozen.
Yeah, well,
First
it was
dozen.
like on the first stream, and it's like, he's a mod, why am I not a mod? And this was when we had like 3 viewers.
Yeah, I do remember that one. All right, there we go. Watch, see, look at that. It's Steve and Steven. Sadistic. I totally forgot that my name was Steve.
Why are you? Oh, the.
Yeah.
What did she give me a name? She gave me a name too.
I don't forget. Maybe Brad. I feel like it might have been Brad.
Brad.
No. Okay. You saw a deck use Geist, Resto, and some sort of 5 mana creature, then a ton of removal.
Steven's beard had an attitude.
Tevin, can you make this? Can you make that a command? Oh man.
Justice Peanut, you were already pretty high up in, like, out of all of the viewers, you're pretty high up in my liked viewers.
Just because he complimented your hat. Oh, that might have been Greg.
It was Greg.
It was Greg. Man, good job with the memory, Sadistic. That's pretty awesome. But still, hello to everybody. Let's do a quick plug as we're about to head into round 2. It's time to do the quick plug.
They're on turns.
Brilliant. Remember. Did you hear that whistle? I think I just
you
whistled.
It was really weird.
Yeah, no, that was weird. But remember, this coming Sunday, outside of our normal stream schedule, you should be joining us for the Modern Preliminary Pro Tour Qualifier starting at noon Pacific time. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be hip-hop and fresh. It's going to be a rock marathon. It's going to be like 8 hours of streaming, and I'm going to be here for like the back 2/3 of it. It's going to be all kinds of fun.
I'm going to be at work the whole time.
Wonderful. I look forward to that. Secondly, remember, if you are going to GP Portland, which you should be, because GPs are fun and I highly recommend them, remember to come have pizza with us Friday night. It's going to be awesome.
I think that's the thing I'm most upset about by not going to Portland.
Is that you don't get to come have pizza?
Yeah, a place called Pizza Schmizza.
Oh, that's a big up. That's a selling point. But if one of our mods will be kind enough to link it again, there is a Facebook event which you can hit going or maybe or decline if you feel like it, though that might be a little bit unnecessary. But still, feel free to go to that one. It's going to be awesome.
I'm
And
just going to pack. I'm just gonna pack the pizza place.
Do we only do standard on Monday, Kung Fu Horse?
Yep.
We do only do standard on Monday. These pretty much line up with what our in-store tournaments are. Modern is far and away the most popular event in the store. We are working on getting Pauper eventually. Hey, me llamo Juan Blanco. Thank you so much for rocking that one.
You're not
I
very good at
appreciate it.
following directions.
I mean, I still appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. You expect a full and honest review of Pizza Schmitza? You got it. Though likely it'll be, man, they were so nice to us.
Or just like, yeah, we accidentally packed their store.
I honestly don't know. I really don't. I'm expecting anywhere between 0 and more than that people. I think I've talked to like 4 people who have said, I will probably be there, but that's like not a confirmation. So...
See, if I were going, I'd totally go. I'd totally go. If I were going, I would go.
Thank you so much. So, next round should be coming up pretty shortly. I should work on actually typing up a fort report for that one.
Pizza report.
I know. I need to get better and find time to do all like the write-ups and all that stuff. I will be doing that, I'm sure, and working on that one. But turns should be coming to an end, and it is going to be your
Turns
job.
are very recently. Oh, we're 2 minutes into turns.
It's going to be up to you to find us the sweetest deck in the room. Now there is Green Red Tron up there.
I'm actually just gonna ask who has the sweetest deck in the room.
No, don't do that.
Why
Don't
not?
do that, because then you'll get something really odd. Though David is running something particularly odd.
I'll go get David.
Okay. Hi everybody, it's great to have you. If you are brand new, be sure to say hi. In the meantime, let me know to anybody who is in the chat, and I know that there's 120 of you, so I expect all kinds of sweet answers.
David's one of the people on turns.
Of course he is. Of course he is. David on cam. Nice. The question that I have for all of you in chat. What is your favorite type of pizza? Let's do that. Let's get everybody excited about some pizza. So, I know that there's 120, now 125 of you. I expect a brief moment of my chat being completely overrun. But if anybody does want to let me know what their favorite type of pizza is, then or favorite topping, or if you want to say pretty much what your favorite pizza substitute is, we've got anchovies, pepperoni, Hawaiian, sausage and onion, pepperoni and pineapple, reheated. Oh, sauteed is definitely awesome, Little Brittle. Sausage, bacon, bell pepper, all kinds of answers. I'm liking this one. I just realized it's going to be difficult to keep up with it, but I am reading them. Thank you so much. Anytime Ninja Striker 00 combo pizza, you come to a local pizza place here and ask the bartender what's on the combo. I highly recommend it. A deep in, ooh, I love it. Eric RS, I don't actually recognize your name. It's awesome having you here. Storm Counter, I don't get to see you often. I might be missing some. Ant-Man a million, it's great having you. And we have got the official Tripnip Kangaroo. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing. Particularly interesting there. Homemade potato pizza from Mike Neski. I don't recognize your name either. It's great having you. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm seeing a lot of names that I am not recognizing. Ember Helix, I don't fully recognize your name.
Playing David.
Veni Vidi Vici, it's been a while since I've seen you. Lots of cool. Man, I am liking this. Thank you everybody for the high level of participation.
Sean would like to state he has not played Magic in quote forever.
Okay.
Sean Nelson is on Affinity. David Bradbury's on Affinity. Sean's on. I'm gonna go fill my water bottle.
Okay.
Hydrate.
Hey Sean, how do you spell which spelling of Sean? And what's your last name? Nelson. Thank you. Okay, so we have got a spicy deck going up against a classic mainstay. Nasa Noel, man, it's awesome having you. I'm not actually sure, but it is good to see you back again. You come back and we're talking about pizza? Absolutely. So, the deck that is going to be on the left, I'm naming it Splendid Valakut. I think it is a Valakut deck. I'm almost positive that he is running it, but this is a splendid Reclamation deck. It's going to be particularly odd, and I honestly don't know everything that's going to be in it. It's going to be a lot of weirdness. I know that there's a one of Karn, just in case. Going up against someone who has not been playing for a long time, so we're going to be forgiving, we're going to be kind, and we're going to be helpful and constructive with our feedback. Playing... No, I'm waiting for the door to be closed. Affinity. So, let's head on down, have some fun. Daniel from Brazil, it's great to see ya. See you there. Splendid Valakut.
Valakut?
I misspelled that, didn't I?
No, you said it's spelled right. But you said
Valakut?
Valakut.
Valakut.
Is it coot?
That's what I call it.
I've never heard anyone call it Valakut.
You've heard me call it that repetitively.
But I mean, like, there's calling it Valakut, and then there's Valakut.
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 Valakut story, bro.
This is my generic brand tap water.
What's the meta like there? Any particular deck that is favored, or a whole mess of different brews? It's an interesting one. We have a good amount of the Tier 1 decks, we have a solid amount of the Tier 2, and a lot of brews. One deck that has been missing is Red-Green Tron, but it is back recently, and it's going to be doing good things, is my hope. But it tends to be a fairly diverse meta. It's a pretty sweet meta overall. I really enjoy it. And what's the typical archetype breakdown? Okay, so land, Mox, Memnite, Ornithopter, Signal Pest, Vault Scourge with a Cranial Plating in hand. If Sean doesn't win this, I'll be shocked.
David's just like, crack
Neat.
my fetch.
Wow. So, JP Griffin, it's good to see you. What's the typical archetype breakdown out here? Usually on a given day, you'll see the aggro 3, you'll see a good 2+ mid-range decks, possibly a ramp deck, a variety of brews, probably something a little bit spicy but unusual, some Merfolk, there a good decent amount of the Tier 2. Yeah, it's a pretty diverse meta, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's our modern meta is really solid, all things considered. No Death Shadow aggro though.
His hand is gross.
His?
No,
Oh.
Sean's.
Yeah.
Thoughtcast and cranial plating.
So he's either going to Thoughtcast and likely hit the land if he doesn't hit his land drop, but dropping a land next turn is easy a win. So, we have gotten Island along with this breeding pool, and David passing it back.
I like that the island is in the perfect spot for the light to hit it to make it all foily.
It's a second Cranial Plating, so I'm expecting the Thoughtcast here. If we draw the second land, then you play that down, play down a Cranial Plating, and you're looking at next turn. Again, if you hit another land, ooh, and a Galvanic Blast out. So I'd actually just play out the Cranial Plating this turn. But we've got to swing for 5.
Yeah.
To swing for 5, going to be gaining 2. So we're going to go up to 20 and down to 14 if David has got nothing going on there.
And he's gonna gain 2.
Mr. Mismatch Basics, do you actually live around here? That is awesome. I hope to see you. Make sure to say hi. I'd love to meet you. That is very, very exciting to me. And always let me know if you want to borrow a deck. I've got plenty of extra ones that I'm always happy to lend out. David's going to want Pyroclasm. He might be running him in the sideboard, but I doubt it in the main board. Of course, you know, I might be wrong about this being a Valakut deck. It might just be black, green, green, blue.
All I saw was a lot of Lotus Cobras and Birds of Paradises. Paradise Birds.
We need to...
Oh, he deprived a
True.
cranial plating.
That was a deprive. It returns a land to your hand to counter target spell for blue. Very cool card. I like it a lot. Scarlet Dragonslayer, it's great to see you again. And a second deprive coming down. Absolutely beautiful from David, going back to turn 1. But taking rid of Sean's 2 biggest creatures, if he can come up with just an answer. He's still under a huge amount of pressure, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Dakota or Indeni, it's awesome having you here from Wichita. Thank you so much. I look forward to interacting with you over the night. Oh yes, I do remember that, Mr. Mismatch Basics. It was awesome having you. You did awesome too for the Pauper Legal deck. That's 22, I bet. Not 2. Otherwise, we are going to swing with a little bit of Infect as well, so we're at 7 and 2 Infect, and...
Oh, David played Bard.
I mean, it's a blocker, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure David's just...
Okay. Did he forget to tap for the plating? Oh.
What do you mean?
I don't think the Infect is going to be relevant, but he may not have actually been able to get that attack. Oh. Well, that is the way that it goes. Okay. So, we have an attack all out against this Birds of Paradise. We have a swing 4. It's 5 if he blocks anything. So, this is going to be a kill on board, but there's also a Galvanic Blast in hand, and that is going to end it pretty quickly. So, blocks 1, takes 5, Galvanic Blast. Alright. So, moving into Game 2 after a dominating...
I haven't played Magic in forever.
I haven't played Magic in forever, but I
It's
feel
just
like wrecking.
has the absolute perfect...
That was a really good hand.
That was a really, really good hand.
That was... Oh, yeah, that was neat. So, we got Aetherstorm Canonist. He saw so little of David's deck that
I
I wouldn't...
saw a Bird of Paradise.
I
and
wouldn't
Two
really
Deprives.
bring in too much, unless you want to bring in some like precautionary Thoughtseizes. I would probably bring in some number of Thoughtseize over the Galvanic Blast, just to give myself the option of catching him off guard. Though he does have the Whip Flare. Nah, I wouldn't bring in Whip Flare. I would not.
I think that he would know that David is playing some kind of land shenanigan deck because that's the only time you played Deprive.
Yes, I agree completely. But if Sean hasn't played Magic in forever, would he pick up on that?
I don't know how good he is at Magic.
It could just be that he's unfamiliar with the modern meta, and maybe there is decks that are stat. Like, that might just be it. But, do we have backup games ready? Oh, of course.
I don't think we will. I think everyone will be too busy playing Game 1.
Oh, brutal. That was savage. Oh my goodness, we're at 150 here in round 2.
Woo!
Hi everybody, my name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
We're streaming from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington. If you have not yet, be sure to hit that follow button. We stream 4 times a week. Schedule below. Schedule as someone might add to the chat. And also every Monday at 6:30, I'm going to tell you anyway, Pacific time. Every Wednesday and Saturday, 7 o'clock Wednesday, 6 o'clock Saturday, and every Friday at 7:30. Also, this coming Sunday at noon, a modern preliminary Pro Tour qualifier. It is awesome, and I'm super excited about it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. It means a lot to us to have you here. Pokey Lucky 7. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's 7. It's great having you. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Fortnights. For hitting that follow button, let me know where you're watching from, what your favorite deck type is, and
Dom Niffy.
how you found us.
I see that you're excited about the Splendid Reclamation, but he's probably never going to get to cast it. Not in this game. This is the worst game to have David be on camera.
The Scarlet Spud. Why do you have to live on the East Coast? I don't know, but if you ever want to find your way to the West Coast, Snohomish, Washington ain't a bad place to go. And plus, I hear there's a decent game store there.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2.
There's definitely at least one. Hellas Bud, any thoughts on Eldritch Evolution in Modern? As a toolbox, I'm sure it'll get played. I'm not convinced by it.
I think it gets played in Coco.
So maybe I'm not sure if it's better than
It's just like the ability to get rid of a creature to exchange it for whatever creature you want.
Yeah.
Because in basically if everything is able to get caught off Coco, then any creature in your deck turns into any creature that you need.
It could be interesting. I think it'll be tested. I'm not convinced by it though. Kentucky. Blue-White Tron in Modern, sweet deck, and you found because you hate watching Moto, but you love watching Magic. Well, we don't stream any Moto. Eventually I will when I move, but that'll be a different stream entirely. What are our favorite legacy decks? You're trying to build one and can't decide?
I like High Tide.
I like Burn. We're not going to be too helpful there. Reanimator is also a sweet one. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting one.
I'm also awkwardly pretty good at playing Storm. Like specifically, actually both Storm. I like playing Storm.
Shardless Bug or Shardless Sultai is also a very sweet deck. If you have the funds for that one, it's really sweet. Absolutely. If you do sack a Kitchen Finks, it's a great way to go about it. Dom Nymphy. It will not be away from Geek Fortress, I can tell you that one. That's hilarious. They have burned. They were thinking I died.
I like your commitment to that high five.
So, turn one, Island. Sean, Legendary Roll. There we go. They got it. Did you say, because I'm a cheater?
Yeah.
Oh,
I should
that's
still
funny.
lean out and yell at him anyways. I don't know that guy.
You should go, that legendary artifact goes back to your hand because you're a cheater.
Yeah, I don't recommend playing High Tide. I enjoy playing High Tide. I don't recommend playing High Tide.
That's a really good way to think about it. So Sean doesn't have the Metalcraft right now, may have kept that hand because of the opportunity there, but we do have a Vault Scourge out going down to 18. David with a Dryad Arbor and just a pass back, still not developing a whole
Is that
lot.
a Bow of Nylea?
The bow would be beautiful. Dealing, actually, I like that. It gives death touch. It does a lot of things that you want. It puts
does
cards
2
back in
damage
your
to creatures
graveyard.
with flying.
It deals 2 damage to creatures with flying. It gains you life. That card does a lot. I've actually recommended it to people in the past for the sideboard tech against Burn and Affinity. Let's see here. Who was the guy that got banned from playing High Tide at the store? That would be Donovan.
Why?
Because he went to time 4 rounds in a row, and not even like close. We are gonna pay 3 for a Thoughtcast, or we're gonna pay 2 for it. So we drop down to Vault Scourge, go down to 16, gain a life after the attack to go up to 17 and cast a Thoughtcast. 2 Inkmoths out. David does have a Vending Click. He's got Path to Exile, but not a whole lot of ways to cast it as it currently sits. Splendid Maze's End. That's awesome.
What? Oh, sweet.
I don't need these anymore. That's okay. That's okay. He can't hear us. But they can hear us. Hi, everybody.
I mean, it'll be a cute addition to my zombie deck.
So, we've got a Bow of Nylea coming out for David. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Are we in an ASMR stream now?
What?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know what you just said to me, but I feel offended. But it's provocative. Alright, so, a Bow of Nylea out. Pay 2 and tap it to choose 1. Put a plus
That is a
counter.
Bow of Nylea.
The Scarlet Spud, you got it.
Now that's some tech. Oh, that's some counter tech, though.
Way to get presumptive from Sean. He thought, yeah, he's totally going to bring in the artifacts and enchantments. My bad, Chillith.
The official trip nip, I can't help but feel like Kaladesh is going to be the artifact block as Theros was the enchantment block, as in not very.
A Master of Ethereum coming down for Sean, who swings in 4/4 with these 2 Vault Scourges. I really don't know what that means. Okay. But the bow now gone and a Master of Ethereum out on the battlefield, currently sitting as a pretty large creature. David in trouble.
I don't remember what the S is, but it's like
Like,
autonomous
Uh-huh.
something, or sensory meridian response. I don't know. Sensory meridian response.
interesting. What mode did he destroy, an artifact or an enchantment? If he had played both bows, he could have...
Bows are legendary.
No! Because otherwise he could actually fuse it. He
Yeah.
could fuse it to take down 2 of the god's weapons.
If we would have noticed earlier, it was like, did you destroy your artifact or enchantment?
Oh my goodness.
To get rid of a Sigarda, they have
Sacrifice
a bigger flyer. Yeah,
the
Oath of Liliana.
the zombie that each player sacrifices a creature.
Yeah,
Or Oath of Liliana.
it's the Fleshbag Marauder, but it's not Fleshbag Marauder. It might be.
Yep. So, a huge swing 4. 4 plus an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's a lot. That's a lot. David's in trouble. David's really in trouble.
He's got a bow of Nylea, though.
He does have a Bow of Nylea. He can gain 3 life. He can deal 2 damage to a Volscurge. He has a Path to Exile to take care of the other one. The problem is that there is an Edge Champion out and a Signal Pest. It would take David going for Creeping Corrosion into a Path to Exile on this Edge Champion to basically... And actually, he wouldn't even be able to because the Darksteel Citadel and the Mox are still around. So, David has pretty much no way to go about it.
Sigarda Host of Herons is not in standard, though.
Yes. Flashbag Marauder.
I actually just found my Sigarda deck today.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the attic.
That is old school.
That is old school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Clip Wings. That's a sweet card.
Oh, you're right. Corrosion would kill the champion. I don't know what I was thinking there. I have no idea. Okay. But, Justice Peanut, I assumed that they were talking about the new one. Oh no, it's Host of Hands. That's the original one. My bad. I thought you meant the new Sigarda.
No, someone mentioned in standard that, like, is there any way to kill Sigarda?
Oh. Otherwise you just Path to Exile it.
No, they all have
They said Host of Herons.
They both have that hexproof.
Do they both have hexproof?
No, Sigarda only gives humans and you hexproof.
The new one only gives
Right.
Yeah.
No, the one in Modern, the way you kill
hexproof and you can't sacrifice creatures. Oh, board wipes. Board wipes too.
Yeah,
then.
only board wipes.
Okay, we
or
got
bigger
there.
flyers.
We got there. Board wipes is the way to do it. Man, we worked through that. Whew. Anyway. Hello, Lagiski. It's great to see you. Hello to everybody that's joining. We apparently don't know what Sigardas do because they made 2 of them.
Dude, I know what Sigardas do.
Apparently
if
you
there's
don't-
any one thing, I know what they do.
That's true. Are people seriously testing Splendid Valakut? Well, Gibuism, this is David.
It's David, but
It's a
also,
David Bradbrook.
I'm highly disappointed that this was the match we got to see David's deck.
Yeah,
Because he is just getting smashed by Affinity.
maybe not the best showing for it. Yeah. Glaring Spotlight definitely gets rid of...
Yeah, God, I hate Glaring Spotlight.
Glaring Spotlight, man.
I don't like what that started. So now there's like a land that does it.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane Lighthouse.
And that one's way better.
Yeah, because it's...
So what options does David have here? Because it's basically, he would have to be something that he slams, which is Creeping Corrosion. If he has a Lingering Souls in hand, that doesn't do it. He's still dead. Because he is looking at 4 damage from this Edge Champion next turn.
Does he have the Creeping Corrosion in his deck?
I do think that this is actually just Splendid Landfall. I'm gonna change it. I thought it was Valakut, but I think that you're right, Shade of Hades.
Scoot.
I think you're right. I keep getting misinformed about these decks. That's what I'm noticing. Only that side, though. That side.
Mm-hmm.
Mirror image. Okay. So, we go for the fetch. We have a Path to Exile. I mean, he has the Vendilion Click, which is, you know, not great here. He has a Dryad Arbor, which can't block anything, except for the Master of Ethereum. He has a Path to Exile, which won't save him.
So far, David has played 1 bird and 2 bows. And 2 deprives.
So he has played... Perfect. David, sorry it was a rough match. I know you're watching this later, but that was a rough one. So Sean at 25. Going to be going for a basic. I'm expecting an island based on what we've seen out of this deck so far. Time night, I'm drinking more generic beverages, as always.
I'm also drinking generic tap water.
The official Trip Nip. You've heard a lot about Desha Egger. What exactly does it do? It's a mixture between basically Infect and Zoo. It tries to capitalize on being extremely mana efficient. So what you will see it do is cast tons of cantrips, lots of ways to pay life and pump spells. And it's just going to try and play a 1-mana creature on turn 1, 2 1-mana creatures on turn 2, and on turn 3 it's going to try and attack with as many as possible, some with haste, and then try and put a Become Immense and like a bunch of mutagenic growths and stuff onto one of them and kill you. It's like Infect that goes for the combo by going around your removal, then going through it with something like a Hexproof. Okay. I'm about to sneeze.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't sneeze on the stream.
Sorry, my bad.
I expect a formal apology.
I apologize
on
to
my desk
everybody.
tomorrow.
Do you have a desk?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have 2 desks.
Okay, well, there we go. There we go. All right.
I'm a hot toe picker.
Thanks, Steven.
Doro knows what's up.
So we
there's
have
a
got
V-click.
I mean, the V-click is out, but still, we are in so much trouble. Fair enough, Justice Peanut. I can get that. Any Goblin decks there tonight?
No.
Not that I know of. It's not very popular. We do occasionally have one, but I'm not sure at the moment. Everyone step back while he channels Michael Jackson's spirit. Thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that.
TJ doesn't know what's up.
I don't know what's up. I don't. Tebin, that's pretty great. Okay. So, activating the 2 Inkmoth necks, I mean, an attack for all, and it's a win for Sean. Let's get that backup match. I don't like it, Bastelin, but that is just, like, my opinion, man. Alright, we're going to head back up to the booth. He's going to go find us another match. We're going to try and get more for you here in round 2 because we have got like half an hour left, which means that we have got lots of time to go. I will see you up there. Hello and thank you so much for joining. My name's TJ. You are all rock stars and I hope you are having a great time. Here at Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, we do this stream 4 times a week, every Monday at 6:30 p.m. We do standard Pacific time. Every Wednesday and Saturday, we do modern. Wednesdays at 7, just like today, starting about an hour and 20 minutes ago. And every Saturday at 6. And every Friday, we play Legacy at 7:30. It's all kinds of awesome, and I look forward to all of them. Now, tomorrow I'm flying out to California, which means that the streams are already covered. So on Friday at 7:30 for Legacy, you are going to be able to see Joe and Justin doing their commentary thing, rocking the stream. They're going to be having a good time and making sure that the stream goes on while I play at a shop down in California.
I found another match, but it has an affinity in it.
It has an affinity?
Someone's playing affinity.
Well, what's the other deck?
Nayazu. They're going to game 3.
Sure. Let's do it. Okay. And, what else have we, oh, and on Saturday, I believe we have got the Donaldson brothers coming in for Saturday. Should be good. Tournament Noble Hierarch, I will be at a place called Shuffling Cut in La Habra. They have got a modern FNM at 7:30. Yeah, Justin's coming back to do commentary. How cool is that?
So we got Mason on the wall playing Zoo.
I figured, but who's facing him? Martin?
Yeah.
I want to apologize to the stream for the delay. I was thinking that Dryad Arbor was colorless.
You nailed it.
What?
You nailed it.
Yeah.
We had no idea what you were playing.
Woo. Sorry, guys.
Everyone is excited to see what Splendid Reclamation did. And
Yeah. I can't play that fast.
No. Alright.
Let me just say something that Mason just told me.
My goodness, all of you guys with your interruptions.
You ready for it though? Quote, Blood Moon just got beat by Bonfire.
Okay, that's worth hearing. Nice. Alright.
So they're going to game 3.
How close am I to Miramiso when I go down? I'll be in a place called Fullerton. I can't answer that question. Game 3, let's see it. So, apparently we saw Martin cast a Blood Moon in Game 2.
No, Mason cast a Blood Moon.
No, Mason beat Blood Moon with a Bonfire. He doesn't run Blood Moon in that deck. Affinity does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Affinity runs
Okay,
Blood Moon.
I was confused.
It rigs.
Bonfires. Mason's been very adamant about the Bonfire.
He took it out for a short bit, but apparently he's decided that he wants to go back to it.
That card is sweet though.
That card is sweet. I will agree with that.
Just like all miracles, though. All of the miracle cards are really sweet when you miracle them.
Yeah, most cards when you miracle them feel pretty good. I won't argue with that.
Turn 1, see bonfires.
You guys play Bonfire or Blood Moon and Naya Zoo? I disagree with your choices, but I understand them.
Nah, nope.
Nah, nope. Okay, Big Zoo, it kind of makes sense. I can dig that one. I can dig it in Big Zoo. Though it does still seem odd, because if you're playing Big Zoo, I assume it's running Knight of the Reliquary. And then it becomes this kind of weird thing of you can't actually sacrifice anything with the Knight of the Reliquary anymore. Weird. Weird.
Weird.
Huh.
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 Hmm.
Weird.
Weird.
But apparently we've got a couple of Big Zoo players in the chat. Welcome to both of you. It's awesome having you. And we are about to see a game 3. Probably Martin on the play with Affinity. Mason a little bit light on the Affinity hate that's dedicated. I think he does have a Stony Silence.
Technically, Mason is a Big Zoo player because he's like 6 feet tall. Like well over 6 feet tall. Maybe like 6'3".
He's over 6 feet tall. He's taller than me.
He has
But not,
trouble
like,
finding
super tall.
shoes.
True, he does have trouble finding shoes. But, if you land a Blood Moon, the size of your knight shouldn't matter. Fair enough. Okay, you two are on this, like, united front. Can dig it. Emrakul, it's great to see you. Thank you so much after being the honorary champion of the stream on Monday. Emrakul was knocking it out of the park. It was awesome.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Emrakul. Okay. Man, I keep playing with this hat. I keep playing with this hat.
Ah, dude, me too.
So, Martin on the play, if he... Ooh! Oh, man.
Okay, he's got all his sideboard cards.
Wear and Tear, Blood Moon, no colored mana source by the look of it, but a Signal Pest coming down?
Mhm.
That's a really risky hand for Martin. Interesting. So if he ends up getting a colored mana, then he'll be fine? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh no, Martin's actually being pretty risky here. If Mason just plays out a solid curve and gets a board state established quickly, then he should be fine.
Oh man, it's unfortunate that he has to use the Geek Fortress mat because he has Kurdape as his playmat.
Springleaf Drum coming down, casting another Springleaf Drum. So now we do have the sources. If we get another... Oh, and a Chalice of the Void. So we could see a Chalice on 1. We have a Wear and Tear. We have a Blood Moon. There's a lot of good things happening on this board right now. Mason being particularly conservative, playing around that Blood Moon to go for a white source here. Okay. Interestingly enough, when I'm playing Blood Moon, if I was Martin, I would have sided it out for Game 3, because Mason's going to play around it for Game 3 if he saw it Game 2. If they see it Game 2, I usually take it out. Unless, of course, they know that I'm going to take it out, then I might not.
So you double mind game sometimes.
Then I double mind game, yeah. And a Helix on the Signal Pest, that might actually just give Mason the win.
It gives him a really strong, start.
That may have just given him the potential of just taking this game over.
Yeah.
Though the Midnight is going to fix that really nicely, actually. So he's going to go play out his...
I mean, it is just a... I guess.
Chalice on 1. You got to do it now. You still have a... I mean, you lose your Galvanic Blast, sure. I'm not too worried about that, unless you want to take it out now. But I am really okay with that if it might shut down his game plan enough. Because then you're just one creature away from going into a Blood Moon as well, if you want to go for that. It looks like he's going to be a little bit more conservative, instead going to save that Galvanic Blast to take down the Kurdape. Okay. So, taking it down, we do have the Bonfire, a Bolt, a Wild Nacatl, a Helix in hand. Geoducks, it's great to see you. Someone did actually... No, it's Geek Fortress. Geek Fortress. But someone else in the store made that joke, actually.
What?
Since we have hats.
Oh, is it Team Fortress 2?
Wild Nacatl coming down, and Martin going to be dropping down a Chalice on 1 the turn after the Nacatl comes down. In response, a Lightning Bolt taking down the Memnite.
Isn't that like Gooey Duck, not Geoduck?
That is... No, that's totally Geoduck.
How do you spell Gooey Duck? Chat, how do you spell...
G-O-O-E-Y.
That's Gooey Duck.
That's exactly what we're spelling. Gooey
Oh,
Duck.
man.
I don't know what you're talking about. So,
Anyways,
apparently that is Gooey Ducks.
I know it's pronounced gooey duck. Oh yeah, see? Bam.
Really?
Yeah, there's tons of gooey ducks all over the place here. They look very phallic.
Huh. Well, Gooey Ducks, thanks so much for joining us. I don't eat a whole lot of seafood, actually.
They are used for being eaten.
Yep. So
yeah.
our Kazalia Pride Mage coming down to join this Wild Nikado. Martin taking a significant hit because of the Exalted Trigger going down to 14.
I think he's swinging for a...
Gooey Duck, thank you so much for the info. And now we get a swing 4-5. Down to 9, Martin with no board on hand kept a hand with all of the sideboard, but no way to actually apply enough pressure to slow Mason down and make him be hesitant. So now you're looking at a board in which Martin has lots of answers. But they don't matter because Mason already has the threats.
Right.
So-
and also one of his threats happens to kill an artifact.
And one of his threats happens to kill an artifact or an enchantment. Okay.
They are, in fact, the long, thin claims.
So,
They look really creepy.
another swing for 5. Martin on a 2-turn clock doesn't have any way to actually stop this as it currently sits. Especially since, without having that pressure, yeah, this is not good. This is not good. If you're in chump block mode with an and actually,
With your only land?
you might as Oh, an Ancient Grudge. An Ancient Grudge on the Inkmoth Nexus, because apparently just the Kazalia Pride Mage wasn't enough. Mason is gonna...
That's an old Ancient Grudge.
That is an older Ancient Grudge,
That's
yes.
an OG Ancient Grudge.
Yep. That is, that's pretty good. So a hit for 4. And, there we go. There we go.
Mason's at 18.
Yep.
That was just a quick game 3. I'm going to go find another match that does not include Affinity.
Are you?
I'm going to try.
Alright, let's head on up and have some fun. Man, he is a door slammer today, is he not? I'll see you out there. Hi everybody, my name's TJ and I want to thank you for joining us. We're streaming from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, and now is the part where I get sappy. Every single one of you, I do have to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, for tuning in to the Geek Fortress stream so consistently, for finding us and giving us a shot. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream. We have a lot of fun putting the show on for you all, and I look forward to hanging out with you more in the future. Tron or Riot from the official Tripnip. We will see what we can do. Tron versus Death and Taxes. Nice. Chillith, as always, we will do our best, but we do need to get a dedicated Death and Taxes player. Alright.
Eli and Ryan are going to be jumping on stream pretty soon.
Rack, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. And, I'm sorry, Eli and Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan on Mono Blue Tron?
Yeah.
Eli on...
He said that you would know.
Oh, Green Note Scape Shift.
Okay.
It's my deck. Gooey Duck, you want to vouch for Geek Fortress? You've played there a few times. That's awesome. I don't recognize you based on the name, but...
Have I played you?
Have I played you? Actually, that's kind of unlikely. Unless it was, like, before the stream was happening, because not many people have played against me since then.
I guess I've also just... Were you at the pre-release?
Stunlock, thanks for hitting that follow button. Bastelin, any Eldrazi-tron? Unfortunately, Todd Stevens, not here.
I have no idea who Todd Stevens is.
That's okay.
You're like talking to me like I know he's got Steven in his name, but...
He is a Star City pro,
Oh, cool.
who has a stream, and he's been doing a lot of Eldrazi-tron.
Oh, okay.
BC Lloyd, thank you so much for it. And actually, fun fact, all the Fortnites out there, next week I'm going to be actually on Todd's stream, Skyping with him.
Ooh, that's neat.
So, that's kind of fun. We're putting that together. I'm kind of excited about that, actually. But collaboration. You don't reveal your secret identity? You haven't... Oh. Well, that's awesome, Geoducks. Gooey Ducks? That's awesome, Gooey Ducks. I'm glad that you had a lot of fun. I look forward to playing with you in the future. Goblingrad, it's great to see you. It actually is fake.
Yeah, it's like, because it's got the green screen behind it, but if I go like this...
It looks great. What do I think about Abzan Eldrazi? I think that Bant Eldrazi is probably the best one. So who's on which side?
Ryan's on the wall.
Are they already playing? And who's this? Okay. So we've got Eli going up against Ryan. When we've got Green Red Scape Shift going up against Mono Blue Tron. We're gonna call it Prime Shift actually, or Titan Shift. Let's do that one. Titan Shift going up against Mono Blue Tron. All right, let's head on down. What game are they going to? 3. Are we going to SCG Baltimore this weekend? No, I'll be in California, but we will be at GP Portland. We can try and get more Zoo as always, but we can call him, Primetime, nice. But yeah, I think that Bant is probably the best one right now. I'm slowly becoming more and more convinced by the Eldrazi Tron just watching Todd play it, but I don't know. Ninja Strike, congratulations on the new job. Hopefully we can meet you one day. And yes, if you are going to GP Portland, make sure to come have some pizza with us Friday night. It's going to be awesome. Oh man, so we have two kind of ramp decks here. Eli playing a green-red deck that is going to be, it's a little bit of a dated list. It's not the new like Through the Breach one that got popular for a bit, but it is going to be trying to do a ramp plan that leads into either Escape Shift for a huge Valakut or going for a Primeval Titan. We do have a couple of lands and one land and explore some Sakura Tribe Elders. And he is going to not take the risky hand. Good call. On Ryan's side, he's got 2 pieces of Natural Tron. No blue sources, but a lot of counterspells. You have a question. You're going to Star City Regionals in Pacifica next week at Standard. You have a really cool brew. It's called Mardu Eldrazi Board Wipes. Love it. Dolphin Studios.
I think you need another thing in the title.
Yeah, I would go with Mardu... I guess...
It's got to be like... aggressive Mardu Eldrazi Board Wipes.
Nice. Or a keyword. You need a keyword in there. If it is Mardu, go with like what's a good keyword that's currently out in Standard right now? Investigate. Investigate.
Yeah, and Mardu. Yeah.
Investigate Mardu Eldrazi Board Wipes.
I guess
Or Mardu Eldrazi Investigate Board Wipes. Then it's like an episode title. Okay, so someone's on Team Ryan. Can dig it. Are we getting pizza at... I don't know what that means.
I think it's Sizzle Pie.
We're getting pizza at Pizza Schmitza. It's about 3 blocks away from the venue. Mar, don't ever play creatures. Nice. The only thing that'd be better right now is if I actually drive a 1987... or 1985 panel van, Primer Gray. I do not.
I do. It comes with the beard. Eli has mulled to 5.
I mean, yeah, Ryan keeping this potentially risky hand that has got some game to it nonetheless. So we've got a tapped Stomping Ground coming in. Deaf-a-range, thank you so much for coming in. And a tower from Ryan starting off. It's such a minutia, but I probably would have started with the power plant, actually. It means that if you end up getting Ghost Quartered or anything like that, I mean, there's nothing in Eli's deck that's going to be doing that.
Right.
But usually you want to make it to where if you're putting in the effort to get the last Tron piece, that the last one's going to be tapping for 3.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a quote.
You might. I don't know. But looks like we are going to condescend this Farseek. We do have a Relic of Progenitus out for Eli, so he's just going to be winning with... It's mostly a cantrip in this matchup.
Yeah.
It also does give him a little bit of an out to the Mindslaver lock.
It's true.
Okay. So, we do have the basic island, and now that he's got that island online, I think that Ryan is in a really good position to win this game, especially against a deck that is trying to resolve one of about 8 key spells. If Ryan is able to make sure that those 8 key spells don't resolve, there you go. The Valakut does enter the battlefield tapped, though it ended up not being relevant, but if we see it again, we will mention it. So, we have got a basic forest coming into play. Eli looks like he may not have a whole lot more to do with those. Are you able to see what the other 2 spells in hand are? But if there's for knowledge from Ryan. Okay. Ironblood.
Too slow, Joe.
Ironblood, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, but at this point it ended up not being relevant for the match. Okay, so we get a Crucible of Worlds from Ryan. With that Ghost Quarter, that's glorious. He needs to be a little bit cautious about this relic, however.
Oh, yeah.
But that is really sweet. Okay. Death Metal Dane. Equip. It stays equipped. That means that you have to do it on your turn during your main phase. But once it is equipped, it will stay equipped. And it can actually not become unequipped unless you're equipping it to something else.
Or a card says otherwise.
Or a card says otherwise.
And when the creature it is equipped to dies, the equipment stays there.
Yes. The equipment does not go away when the creature dies. That is a good point. So, Eli putting down his 5th land. Interestingly enough, this is one of those matchups where if Ryan doesn't present a fast enough clock, Eli can just continue playing land drops, and if he ever gets the opportunity to just resolve a Scape Shift, with 8 lands actually gives him a win if it resolves.
It's true.
Because he can even kill out the Platinum Angel at the same time. So,
MLG Dolphin Studios?
Yeah, I like it.
I like better. One more thing.
Mega.
Super Mardu Eldrazi Board Wipes Brothers.
Get Mega in there, so it's like Megamorph.
Mega doesn't make something better, TJ.
Mega does make something better. It
makes it overcosted.
Beautiful. So, that is a Treasure Mage. He's going to be searching up his library.
It's like a Trinket Mage, but the opposite.
Nice. Is that a weird Ghost Quarter? It's a slightly... I mean, it might be a different art, or Eli might have been just reading to see if it was Destroy, or kind of what option that there was. I think they might be Mirage Basics. I don't actually know Nettle Sentinel, but it is good to see. It's been a long time since I've seen you in the chat. Let's see here. Gibuism. That is pretty interesting, that the first equipment was in Mirrodin. It was always a little bit odd. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's where they introduced it, and that's why the swords are so broken, is because they'd never made equipment before.
Yep.
And they didn't know, like relative power level.
Mm-hmm. So goes for the Mindslaver against a Relic of Progenitus. It's an interesting call, but I would absolutely love to see Ryan cast Escape Shift and kill Eli with it. That sounds really fun to me. So, we've got a fetch from Eli who's going down to 19, and I think pretty much Eli's best bet at this point is to wait and try and take advantage of Ryan tapping out for something. But that is a really risky way to go about it.
Either he blacked it out or is really good with the Sharpie.
Possibly.
There's also sleeves. These are the coolest sleeves ever.
They have the
black border around the edge, and you put the card in, it doesn't matter what the border is, it's now black.
Nakocan, whichever it is, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. We appreciate you. We look forward to hanging out with you more in the future. So, Eli still not got a whole lot going on. Yeah, give me a pronunciation guide if I messed it up too badly.
Well, it popped up over there for half a second.
Yeah, understandable. Okay. Yeah, those might be the Antiquity. Oh, no, that's totally the Antiquity set symbol. Yeah, those are Antiquities. Okay. Urza's block. MLG Dolphin Studios, thanks for hitting that follow button. I do appreciate you. I think that that's awesome, and I look forward to it. We recently got over 3,000. We are working on what to do for it. But we've got some ideas. We're excited about them. It should be pretty fun. Look at that, Nakakan.
Also, add part 3 to your deck name. I actually have a deck that's being brewed that has part 3 at the end, because it is the 3rd time I built the deck.
Okay, worth it. I'm glad that hitting the follow button was worth it. Thank you so much. We are going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon for hitting 3,000. We just need to prep for it. It's going to be fun. A second relic, that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Black Dog, we have no way. Ryan both can't hear you or read you.
I can ask him
He's out there,
afterwards.
though. I suppose we could ask.
We can ask him about all of his lands, and
I can tell you that he looks like Cowboy Bebop.
yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, like Ryan looks like Cowboy Bebop if that's who you're thinking of. Outrageously tall with that sweet hair.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's awesome.
He's like got an afro pompadour.
It's pretty sweet. He looks like a character from Rock Band, the game.
Yeah, he does look like a character from
But
Rock
like
Band.
in a really awesome way. So hits Eli down to 15, who is still stuck on 5 lands. I would probably... He's got a Crumble to Dust in hand. Eli might be firing off this Crumble to Dust. That's pretty sweet. Okay. That's like fair enough. Fair enough. He looks like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. I haven't even finished the show, actually.
I'm gonna watch this show. It's got like the best intro.
It does have a great intro. So, looks like we are not going to be resolving our Crumble to Dust, unfortunately. Kellery, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Put them underneath a heavy book and hope. Yeah, I actually have not finished Cowboy Bebop. I don't want to spoil the point that I'm at, though. A tap for 2 from Ryan. Might be, okay. And we are going for, Ghost Quartering his own Urzas to grab an island. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then recasts it without Eli having him exile a card in response. Strikes me as a little bit unusual. But, nonetheless, allows it to happen. Could have definitely gone for that, however, to exile a card from the graveyard and get rid of that Ghost Cord. Granted, we would end up losing the Urza's Mind. We'd have to pop one of them, but... Hey, Kellery, great job on your tournament for your first ever tournament. Very cool. Keep it up. Keep having fun. With you had Black Red Vampires, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Taking a break. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I don't recognize your name. I look forward to seeing you more in the future. Aragon, I actually quite enjoy Hoogland's stream. All right. So we actually like Hoogland. He's done some pretty real solids for us in the past. Actually, he's the reason why we first got big, or at least let's not say got big, but
Got bigger.
first actually
Went from small to not as small.
Yes, that is actually true. So, okay.
Jeff Ruin is a mod here.
Eli never had priority. Does it sacrifice as part of the cost?
What?
Let's see. I guess that's true. I might be rethinking what Ghost Quarter. I don't know why I just read Ghost Priority, but Ghost Quarter. It is sacrifice it. It's sacrifice as part of the cost. You do get to respond to the ability. Okay. So, and absolutely true. We can't have different opinions on people. Just mentioning it. Okay. It's a reasonable point.
I have never been banned from a stream.
I have not either, actually. Yep. So yeah, the Ghost Quarter did sacrifice first, and you had the ability to. Okay. So, we have got the 2 relics, which I'm still surprised that one of these hasn't actually activated. Ryan does still have the one in hand. But Eli continued to keep this graveyard particularly small, and I think he's just waiting and eventually going to be trying to grind it out by casting perpetual numbers of these Scape Shifts. Ryan does have an Epiphany at the Drownyard in hand, which I think is going to be what gets cast at the end step here. Okay. So, Eli at 11. That's the first time we saw someone discard Ugin by choice. Fairly true. Fairly true. He cannot use relics after discard. It was not a discard. He activated the Ghost Quarter to target his mine and get another one. Okay. Huh.
See, I think in Standard, for a very short amount of time, you could have played a very bad Reanimator deck, because there's the one for 7 mana that turns a permanent from the graveyard to the battlefield. With
Scarlet Spud, thanks for stopping by.
With Rebound.
Nice. In Epiphany at the Drone Yard, we are going to get to see 2 piles right now. Love it. So, we are going to be doing a Gifts Ungiven and what appears to be an Encroaching Wastes? That can't be an Encroaching Wastes. But, yeah, Epiphany in the Drone Yard has been getting played in a lot of Mono Blue Tron recently. Apparently they are quite enjoying it. He's either getting Island and a Gifts Ungiven, which is going to get anything else that you want. Otherwise, you are going to be getting a map, a remand, more mana, and more mana.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be pretty sweet. Absolutely love it. Okay.
Gooey Duck, but there's not that many permanent Reanimator spells.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that gets a permanent, not just a creature.
Okay. Also, hello to the people who are watching. Looks like we're at about 170. Thank you so much. It seems like we are gaining a little bit of steam or momentum. We were kind of at that point. It went down a little bit, and we seem to be going back up. And I do appreciate all of you joining TanakoCon. We do not actually have any deck lists. These are our weekly tournaments that we do 4 times a week, and apparently we are now on turns, though they probably got a 2-minute extension for moving over. It would be my assumption.
Your clock is wrong. I have like 40 seconds.
Oh, well, and then even still, I expect them to have a 2-minute extension. Noxus Angel, it is good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us again. So, we've got... That's an Encroaching Wastes. That's delightful. Taking down the Valakut, and looks like Eli is going to be drawing a card here.
I don't know if Eli can win through Ryan's massive stack of cards.
You know, Ryan could always make the mistake of deciding not to cast anything. That's a Wastes. If that's a Waste promo, that's way cooler. Thank you very much. But
Wait,
that
which
looks
one?
like a tech... That's a promo Tech Edge.
That's the promo Tech Edge.
Oh, that's Tech Edge. Okay, I was saying Encroaching Wastes. I meant Tech Edge.
Oh.
My bad. I'm just the worst. That's why it threw me off. Why I kept... It really, really threw me off. Can we get Green Red Tron next round? Can we get Green Tron if Dustin is on Green Red Tron?
I don't know who Dustin is.
Dustin will have his name on the scoreboard or on the matchup list going up against someone he knows, and he'll be the one playing Green Red Tron. As a helpful little point there. Yeah, sorry, that is Tech Edge. Okay. Are they the same artist? Maybe. We'll see. He does have the Explore. He has the ability to... he's 1 land shy. I mean, going for the Scape Shift. Technically, it doesn't even kill him. If I'm Ryan, let it resolve. But actually, I'm okay with this. You run it out. Go for the Explore here. If you can get up to the 8 lands, you'll be able to cast it twice. Through a remand. And then you have the ability to potentially get the win there. Can we get Legacy Eldrazi next round? No. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, we just don't have any Legacy Eldrazi players.
Yep. So an Explorer from Eli. If Ryan ends up using removal on this one, casting a Spellburst without the lock, I would have much rather untapped as Ryan and had the Spellburst lock online. Though I guess we are missing some of the Tron now. Okay. That's true, I guess... That's true, but if we do get Green Red Tron, neither one will be Boggles and Jund. But, yeah, I guess, depending on what it's going up against. Green Red Tron.
Hopefully it's not against Affinity.
Well, yeah. Infect would be worse. Infect against Tron is an awful matchup for Tron.
The Affinity, because we've already seen 2 Affinities this round.
We've only seen 2 games of Affinity, though. Oh, no, we've seen 3 games of Affinity. Yeah. Alright. So, we'll see what we can get. Peter isn't here. We might have another one of our Jund players out in the field. Otherwise, I think our other Jund player tends to be here on Saturdays. Bant Eldrazi. Bryce is not here. He's our main Bant Eldrazi. We will be trying to get it, though. I am going to be trying to get Bant Eldrazi up there as soon as possible. The Mindslaver, if he hasn't, I do think that the Mindslaver is still in hand. Yeah, it is. It's one of the 5 cards that is currently in hand. Overall, Tron's a sweet deck. I'm not sure why people are disagreeing with it. I like it. Undefeated or fringe decks, we tend to save the undefeated ones for the last round as well. We try and get the ones that are doing well, but we also try and make sure to keep getting interesting stuff. Basically, we have no actual methodology for getting what decks that we get. That's the main way that it goes about. All right.
I don't think we have any dredge.
Our main dredge player is playing Rug Delver today. Yep. Justice Peanut, I respectfully disagree and think that that deck is sweet. And Unsubstantiate, putting it back in the hand. Does Eli get to cast it? Did he actually? He's going for Thirst for Knowledge and he needs a 1-man to counterspell? I think Eli is about to win against every prediction that I had based on what Ryan was looking at. So he just needs, and actually the Ghost Quarter's tapped too. Oh my goodness.
Is he sacking all of them?
Yeah, because he still has got enough in the deck. Yes, you are, Jace player. You are allowed to use off-color fetches because they don't have the mana symbol in the name. He just needs to show that he's got them. This is a win by Eli. Wow! That's 36 damage coming at Ryan. That is amazing. So Ryan, getting pretty greedy. I think I would have let the Explore Resolve and kept the Spell Burst as a counterspell. Knowing that you're putting it back into hand, and knowing that you aren't drawing one right now, I think I would have been a little bit more patient with that Explorer. But, I'm sorry, more patient with that Spell Burst.
Yeah.
I think that Spell Burst was fired off a little bit too quickly. So great job by Eli fighting through what seemed like an almost impossible matchup. Especially off of a mulligan to 5. Worth noting as well.
They were on turns.
And on turns.
That's what that 2 is.
Oh my goodness. So quite a win by Eli. Let's go ahead and head back up to the booth and get ready for round 3. See you there. Hello and thanks for joining. My name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
We're wearing hats here at Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington.
Quite unique.
Be sure to hit that follow button because we do this 4 times a week. All times are Pacific time. It's currently about 9 o'clock here. Every Monday at 6:30 we've got Standard. Every Wednesday and Saturday, Modern. Would you like to go find us a match? Rounds just got posted. Wednesdays at 7, Saturdays at 6, and every Friday also. Don't slam the door. Nice. Nailed it. Aragon Shadeslayer, I'd rather if you didn't. It doesn't really play into what we've got going on at the moment. What else have we got? 33 at Ryan and 3 at the Darn Treasure. Nice. Love it. 3 at himself. Even better. And every Friday at 7:30 we do Legacy. Also, on this coming Sunday, it's going to be so excited, I can't wait. We are going to have a Modern Preliminary Pro Tour qualifier. I need a haircut, clearly, but join us. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be just such a rockin' time. 5 rounds of Modern leading into a cut to top 8. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm excited. It's going to be great. I'm flying in from California in the morning just to try and get there. I am very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I am so excited about that. Titanic. Was there I'm sorry, I didn't see your name previously. But it is good to see you. Thank you so much for joining Titanic. Noxious Angel, can you join from home? No, you cannot. No, Doro, I'm not sure what you're asking, unfortunately. But I am really excited. Retoid, thank you so much. I am quite excited about it. So thank you. But yeah, this weekend is going to be really good. We're at 200 people. Hi, 200 people. It's great to see you. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that follow button. You can find it either right here-ish or up here-ish. It's definitely worth it. We have a lot of fun doing this, and Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it. Plaxcaster, do I have Ryan? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Brooks,
I am.
You
not
are-
sure.
you are
We have the option
uncoordinated.
of Infect versus
Oh my goodness.
Tron.
Okay.
Uh,
Or
Tron versus Boggles.
Or
What was another one?
it's going to be the third
It's
option.
it's like
What's the third option?
so it's either Affinity and Tron or Tron or
I mean, are those the only 3 matches happening out of the 20 people that we have?
that aren't people we've already seen
Okay.
who are playing. You know,
Let's just do
Impact
Green
is
Red
the
Tron. We'll be able to get another one.
who's playing Green and Tron?
Dustin. Okay, he's the one going up against Infect. It's the first one that you offered me.
Are those two
What?
right there?
Yes.
Are those two?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. There we go. We're gonna get Green Red Tron because I like Green Red Tron. Okay. Let's do it.
Fine. It's I don't know either of their names.
That's okay. I do know what their names are, and
Oh, is
that's
that Lewis?
actually my Infect deck. Do you not know who Lewis is?
No, did he get a haircut or something? Like he seemed. I talked to him like he was Lewis, and then he looked at me and I'm like, I'm not sure this is Lewis.
Oh my goodness. So we are going to see Green Red Tron. It is a very rough matchup for Tron, but I do want to see Green Red Tron. It's going to be rough for them. It is possible to fight through it.
I was looking for an interesting match, and the one that Spencer was playing, he's like, "Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting match." And his opponent's like, "I don't want that. I'm doing this embarrassing."
Okay,
It's like,
that's fine.
That's fine, but it's just like we're gonna make choices.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to see. And are we north of the one that just said Tron? Wait, what? Are we north? The one that it... That's true. I did just say that Tron versus Infect is miserable, but it does mean that we see another matchup.
They're mulliganing right now.
Cool. Let's head on down, have some fun. Tron versus Infect. But yeah, that's actually my Infect deck, and it is pretty close to... I mean, it is a pretty generic Infect deck, actually.
See, I thought he was playing Affinity. He's like, "Wait, you think I'm playing Affinity?" And then he showed me again. I'm like, "It's
Yep.
the same thing."
Oh,
Get the
man.
backup match ready.
It can actually fight through it decently well. Vote for Harry. Do we have Harry out there? Nathan.
Or- Is it?
He
what-
goes by Harry.
I was gonna ask if they're like twins or just.
Audio Tutu,
Same.
thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's
I don't think
awesome
he's
having
here.
you. Okay. Well, I don't know.
Wait.
Slowly Crashing is out there and apparently saying it. So a
Oh,
Gataxian
yeah.
probe from Lewis, and we are getting a look at, the Pyroclasm and the Oblivion Stone, but only one land. A risky 6 from Dustin. Lewis has got a chance. Lewis has got a small chance, and it involves surviving through both an Infect and an O-Stone. Or, I'm sorry, a Pyroclasm and an O-Stone.
Assuming.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness. Is every deck there yours? Just the Burn deck, the Green-Red Scape Shift deck. Fashumi, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. And the Infect deck. I only have 3 decks out in the field today. I don't think that Infect needs a ban in any sense.
See, the balancing part about Infect having a life total is that all of the Infect cards kind of suck.
Yeah. I really don't think that it needs a ban. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button, though, to everybody. Yeah. I really don't think that it needs to be banned. Especially because of what that leads to, which is not good. Fish C? Oh, is that Fish C? Oh, that's clever. Thanks. Dylan, thanks for hitting that follow button. I will laugh if you've never actually hit follow yet. Awkward Ninjas, thank you so much for being our featured view of the day. Nope, Dylan is just bored. Okay. Got it. Let's see here. Yeah. But, a Blighted Agent coming down for Lewis, who also kept a one-lander. A Pyroclasm, and we are going to get an immediate mutagenic growth, going down to 15 to do it, but it does survive. My goodness. Choose one card to unban from the modern ban list. Tree of Tales if I have to, but otherwise I'm not unbanning anything. A swing for 1.
Just Tree, right?
Just Tree of Tales. It would do nothing to the format. But if you're going to unban them, you should probably just unban
That's
them
the
all.
green artifact one.
That is the green artifact land.
There's probably a way to break it.
Maybe, but it seems like the last one. I personally, I don't like band talk, actually. I really don't. I think that it's better to just answer it by adjusting what you do and winning. I don't know. So, a Glistener coming down, really putting himself in a vulnerable position to anything else, but we do have a Spell Guide out, so actually, playing down both of these, it means that you are going to keep swinging for just one Infect.
But the thing about swinging with both of those into a Spell Guide is they both...
I think he's actually got a Twisted Image in hand. Yep. I love it.
Oh, he does.
I absolutely...
Twisted Image has a great artist.
Twisted Image does have a great artist of Chippy, correct?
I believe it's Izzy.
Oh, it is Izzy? Okay, I'm sorry. I just assumed that since you liked it, it was Chippy.
It might
But
be
otherwise-
Chippy. It's Chippy or Izzy.
Twisted Image killing the Spellsky and drawing a card, and a Groundswell going towards this Blighted Agent. So that is going to be a swing for 6. We're going to be at 7, in fact, total. If you're wondering what the difference from the conventional burn list is, it's because I didn't have 2 more Might of Old Crozia, so there are 2
Infect
Groundswell.
list?
Yes. Did
There's
I
a
say?
lot of things different in this deck than there is from Burn.
Yes.
I believe it's almost 100% of the cards.
The fetches are pretty much similar.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That is not true, I think.
I think that Modern is probably the most
It has
interesting
a
format at the
better
moment.
diversity than Standard.
Yeah.
I mean, Standard's way, way cheaper. Is TJ and Beard Guy, really?
His name's Steven.
I'm Steven. Albino Bear 43 in the chat.
Yep. And
And Infect.
Infect takes the win against Green Red Tron. Didn't see that happening. It was actually a decent hand for Dustin too. It just unfortunately didn't have the lands on a Molda 6. If he had just had a little bit more going on with it, it started off okay and just it was rough. It was rough. But is Legacy dying? No. I wouldn't say that Legacy dying, but it's
Well, every day it gets closer to death.
I think that Legacy is just kind of in a stasis. It is where it is, and that's going to be where it is. But, yeah. I think that, Zenderwind, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. In the end, it is super reasonable for anybody to like one format more than the other. That's kind of the point of why Magic has so many different people playing it, is because different things exist. But I will say that to anybody who claims that Modern is nothing but linear decks, it's frankly not true. I mean, you have Jeskai Nahiri, Jund, Green-Red Scapeshift, which, while it's somewhat linear, is also a control deck, and Obzon Company as 4 of like the bigger decks in the format, and I wouldn't really consider any of those hyper-linear decks.
Yeah.
I mean, Green-Red Scapeshift has got a game plan, sure, but it's definitely interactive. So, it's super diverse, it's got a lot of things to do, and it's definitely not nothing but hyper-linear aggro decks. So, I don't know. That would be my my disagreeable there. But in the end, talking about banning is in Modern ends up going very little actual direction. Vinny Vidi Vici going for the bring back Second Sunrise. Absolutely love it. Obzon Company isn't really that popular. It's still in the strong tier 2 category. So
It's not Obzon Coco that's strong, it's Bant Coco that's strong.
Bant Coco. Oh, and you also actually have Bant Eldrazi, which is putting up great numbers, which is also an extremely, like, I wouldn't call that a linear deck. It's got a good amount of interaction going on with it as well.
I thought he was talking about Standard.
No, I was talking about Modern, since
Yeah.
they're saying that it's too much fast linear decks. Yeah, but,
Official Trip Nip, that's silly. They're all silly.
should probably bring in Nature's Claim. It hits Inkmoth. I would overall probably agree with you, but it certainly depends. Yeah. So, we will see. In the end, I think that Modern's in a fine position. I am definitely... Cards keep getting added to Modern every single format, and it'll keep getting better. Okay. I still would actually disagree. You've got Jund as your top played deck. Jeskai is probably your 4th most played deck right now. I don't know. I disagree, respectfully. But I will accept that Standard actually does have some cool things happening with it. There's some sweet decks.
It has cool possibilities.
There's some sweet decks right
And
now.
there will be a lot of opportunity. Like, good opportunities when someone just figures out how to beat Bant Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, language in Dromoka. Dragonlord Dromoka.
Mhm.
Also, Hollowed Moonlight. Play those cards.
Okay. So we've got Bant Eldrazi fairly linear in a lot of ways, but it is also significantly more interactive than a lot of decks, and it's got a lot more. I mean, running more disruption. Thought-Knot Seer is able to do a good amount of it. It is fairly linear in that it goes with the curve, but it actually is significantly more interactive, I guess. So while linear is also interactive, is I guess the trade-off there. Okay. So, heading into it, and we are going to be having Dustin on the play. Unfortunately, going to 6 at the moment. I think in the end, arguing about it isn't going to get anywhere. I can accept that they don't like Modern, or at least don't like where Modern is at the moment. It's understandable. And I think that's the way that it goes. So, it's like talking about bands. No one wins that argument. We should probably just move forward to it and accept that it's a pretty sweet format.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat. There's so much going on.
Mm-hmm. So, we have got... looks like, I think, a basic force, and it looks like Dustin is going to be going down to 5. Had a Karn on top, wasn't going to be going too far with that, and I think he had just a basic forest in hand, the ability to maybe dig to some of those Tron lands, but pretty difficult.
Going to 5 on Tron has got to hurt.
Okay. Grixis Delver is a solid tier 2 deck. Yep. Okay. So...
Is there a problem with so many linear decks anyways? Like,
I think that's not really. I think that the linear decks are also, a good amount of them are pretty interactive. To Nakakan, we do not stream any EDH.
that would get so cluttered.
It's pretty difficult.
We did, like, we as in pretty much everyone that wasn't TJ considered it. And then it just, like...
I'd also consider it, actually.
It's just...
It's too difficult to do.
Hitting, like, because EDH is boring if it's just one-on-one. And to get 4 players to fit on the screen and be, like, able to tell what their cards are without, like, a lot more camera work, it would just be awful. Also, commentating on EDH is just like, oh, crazy things are happening. Someone is playing a way too strong deck.
So, we have a Chromatic Sphere out off of an Tron Tower, or an Urza's Tower at the moment. And we are going to be looking at a Gitaxian Probe. We have got, looks like, 2 lands and an
Like, why isn't he just showing
an
them?
Ulamog. What? Gitaxian Probe?
Okay.
Yeah. So double Gitaxian Probe, firing off both of those a little bit sooner. I like actually firing off one, and unless I really need something, waiting to cast the other one after seeing what they draw just a little bit.
TJ does have some EDH decks that
I used to have a lot more. I don't really play anymore.
When I was first learning Magic with my friend Miles, and TJ found out that we were playing Magic, and he's like, "Hey, you guys should play EDH." And this was years and years ago. And then we're like, "No, that sounds like a dumb format." And then we built EDH decks, and it never stopped really. I just found my OG Sigarda deck with the first legendary creature I ever opened, Sigarda.
Eldrazi Tron is pretty bad against aggro. It's better than Green-Red Tron, but it's difficult. It's difficult. I'm a little thrown off by this land. I don't know actually. I think that might be one of the... Oh, I bet that might be a Carplusian Forest actually. I don't know. Okay, Golden Pineapple. It's great to see you again. But in the end, yeah, definitely. Please keep the chat civil and happy and at least respectful, if nothing else. So we're gonna float a red off of this Chromatic Sphere. Hoping to, I'm not quite sure what we're going for there, but he does have the ability, if he was going to cast this Warping Wheel, you want to do it this turn. And I think we're going to be seeing that one. Okay. So, we have got an Exile on That is exiled, actually. So you might want to mention that one. It will matter for Become Immense. Okay.
Hey, Lewis. Warping Will Exiles.
My EDH deck, the one that I played most was Animar. And it was a almost entirely creature one that I tried not to do anything to bust it. Like, I didn't run any of the infinite combos in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was... You also played a lot of squirrels.
I also played a Squirrels EDH deck that was a lot of fun. Okay. So, we have a Chromatic Sphere coming down. We do have another one of the Tron lands available to us. If he doesn't die, which is the tricky part, obviously. But, man... He could actually cast down this Ulamog and do decently well with that one. Animar is gross. That's reasonable. I usually played the Squirrels deck.
I played Earl the Miststalker for quite a long time.
Yep. That was such a cool deck.
But this is when the old legendary rule is still in effect. So it's like you play a clone and everything is ruined.
Yep. A Ghost Quarter taking down the Inkmoth Nexus, an early hit with it by Dustin. I actually kind of like this. It's unlikely that Lewis is going to do anything on his turn, and it means that he can't go for the activation and try and protect it in response. Okay. Lash Curve, let's see here. Tron has many bad matchups. It's got a lot of bad matchups. It's also got a lot of good matchups, but definitely. We do have the Glistener Elf. Lewis, I see. It looks like, is that the Become Immense? We do have the Become Immense in hand. We do have the Noble Hierarch. We might be going for a play on this one. Tapping the blue-green land for it, however, is a little bit risky. Interesting. So, we do have an Expedition map. Dustin has the ability to assemble Tron, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's pretty close to just losing.
Yeah.
If he can come up with any... Like, he needs to draw pretty well to try and survive this. It's possible. It is possible. It's also unlikely. So, I'm not quite sure if he has an option here. It does mean, however, that we would end up getting another match. But we're going to swing for 2 Infect. And it does mean that if he doesn't have any kind of way to provide a board wipe next turn, then he is in a lot of trouble because this Become Immense is actually enough to go for the kill. Okay. So, looks like we don't have it there.
Letting some air in.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Vines of
Do you feel that?
Vastwood.
Do you feel the glory?
No, you're good.
It's hot.
Okay.
And there's a nice breeze.
I just see the door opening. I'm like, do we need to stop?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So, we are going to go for another one of these Tron lands. We are going to have 3 mana, and unfortunately, it's Dustin basically saying, I really hope you don't kill me next turn. And unfortunately, it is going to kill them next turn. Aragon Shadesplayer, I think it's awesome. I really enjoy you being here, and I like to think that we're talking with you, not at you. Because
I don't think we're random either. I think we're very specific people.
That's true. Yeah, he is definitely very dead. Absolutely. With that Ulamog in hand, it's bad. It's gonna go bad. Okay. So, I mean, there's a chance that Lewis doesn't go for it and tries to play cautiously, but
I mean, it doesn't really hurt him. It just gives Dustin more chances to be.
S. Brawny, thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you. I actually like both of these decks a lot.
It's true. Door opens.
Okay. But yeah, I quite enjoy both of these decks. I've thought about putting together Green Red Tron. I think that they're pretty sweet. We've got to Become Immense, and that is going to be a win, making it a swing for 8 with the already. And Dustin, unfortunately, it's something that this meta has got a lot of opportunity for a Green Red Tron deck to go well. But yeah, I do love every deck, and I do love Magic. And I guess that's the way that it goes. I love this game. I don't know. I like to think that there's definitely a lot of positivity in everything. Which one would I prefer to play? Infect. It's the one that I have built. Lewis is playing my deck. We'll see you up there. Hello, everybody. My name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
He's about to go get us another match.
That isn't Tron.
That isn't Tron. We're going to be having some kind of fun. Please bring blue-white Tron or mono blue. We don't have any blue-white out there, and mono blue was already on camera. We might be able to try and get one of those ones. But I actually, Chillith, I actually have built 58 Mountains, a Countryside Crusher, and a Fling. So yes, I do love that deck as well. I pretty much love every deck. Looks like Josh is over there, so it looks like we've got the...
No. Is Josh over there?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What did I...
No, we're going to have Michael and AJ.
Okay. That's... Have you given me Lantern Control against Grixis Delver?
No. Actually,
Okay.
neither of them are playing those.
So something against Boggles.
It's...
Eggs versus Boggles?
I think it's Tron.
Michael Londino?
Michael, what deck are you playing again?
Mono Blue Trading Post.
That's... Okay, that's different.
No, it's different than Mono Blue Tron.
That's different. That's sweet.
Mono Blue Trading Tron.
Okay. So, we have got AJ on Boggles going up against Michael, who is on Mono Blue Trading Post, which is actually kind of a Tron deck, but still totally different in the way that it operates. I think that it's sweet. And it's going to be... Do you know what game that they're going to?
3.
Nice! I think that we've even... No, not on that side. We'll just call it Trading Post, Tron.
Karn's Scrambled Bread.
Yep. Alright, so let's head on up and have a good time. You said it was game 3?
Yeah.
Cool, let's see it. Alright, let's have some fun. It's a big meta. Your area is diverse and large. You have 2 Blood Boon, 2 Stony Suns, Ancient Good, Pidgey the Needle. Let's see here. Mono Waste Eldrazi that got banned. You know what? Actually, Lash Curve, I liked that deck. Conceptually, it was bad for the meta, but I liked the deck. It was sweet. It was like a souped-up zoo deck. Conceptually, loved it. Bad for the meta. But yes. There is not a single deck in Modern that I dislike. I dislike playing against Soul Sisters as Burn. That's about as close as I can
gonna
get.
feel like, Soul Sisters now.
At least they were all different Tron decks in a row.
Yes, this...
Interestingly enough.
There actually just happens, like, almost every... Like, half of the people here are playing Tron. There's actually just a lot of Tron here.
There's 3, and actually that's funny because we have had no Tron for the longest time. So, I'm okay with it.
Michael is Poison.
I am okay with it. So, looks like we have got a scry after a mulligan from this Boggles player. Can't believe I'd love a deck that can turn 1 Chalice. That's fine. That's fine. The other 50% of my deck is 2-drop. So, a turn 1 Slippery Bogle. That's right. That was for you. That was for you, Bryce. Okay. So, we get a Griff's Boon and a Rancor on it. Such a solid start, actually. That is awesome. How do I feel against Boggles as Burn? Disfavored. Boggles is favored against Burn. But it's not unwinnable. Usually you go for the classic hope they mulligan into Oblivion game plan and then hope that you hit Destructive Revelries to get the blowouts. And Deflecting Palm. Okay. So, another Griff's Boon. This is going to be sweet. Griff's Boon, a really recent inclusion, actually. But I think that it's excellent, and it's been doing a lot of good things.
It's +1/+0 and flying.
Yeah, and it actually
one
recurs
mana.
if the card is ever answered. It works really well, like Rancor, to actually get back after even getting a board wipe. Noxus Angel, there is your answer.
Negating the Umbra.
You play Elves, how do you make Zoo into a better matchup? That's a rough one. That is a rough one. I don't know. I'll think on it. I guess Essence Warden is maybe a decent out. You end up gaining a lot of life off of that. Otherwise, yeah, it's tricky.
Is this about Zoo's matchup against Burn?
Against Elves.
Against Elves?
Oh, no, Elves against Zoo. So
Essence
I really feel like Elves should be favored against Zoo, though. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, the Sigarda's 8 one? No, actually, I don't like Sigarda's 8 at all. I think the card is bad.
In Modern?
Yeah. I think the card is bad in Modern.
I agree.
It's a turn 1 play that won't actually do anything, and then it becomes weirdly dedicated. If you're going to do it, it has to be equipments, because for auras, it's not going to change your game plan at all.
I mean, having the ability to flash auras is always nice, but...
Oh, okay. Okay. That is fair. Either way, then I'd say if you're on the white elves, then you have a decent shot with something like Forge Tender, as Habsair mentioned. Other than that, then I think you've...
Corden the Massacre Worm.
Nice.
That
That
doesn't
always
work
works.
against Zoo, though.
Yeah.
Because -2/-2, not -2/-3.
Oh no, I haven't seen much Pyroclasm in Zoo decks recently, since most Zoo decks I see are low to the ground ones.
Right.
So, Spreading Seas going... Actually, this is great, because that's essentially a sinkhole. That's a sinkhole that draws a card, actually.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, they can still tap for colorless.
So,
It doesn't have totem. Actually, does have 1 toughness.
it does have 1 toughness, but it's also flying, and Michael doesn't have a whole lot of way to deal with that. Ley Lime. Nice. The Key Lime of Vitality. Yes! Love it. This is game 3, and it didn't get updated.
Yeah.
I thought I clicked it.
I think that the one place that Sigarda's Aid does have a place in is probably in Cheerios.
Maybe. Yeah,
But,
I agree with that.
But no one plays Cheerios, so
Mm-hmm.
like the 4 Cheerios players in the world. Oh, sweet! This card is sweet.
Okay. So, still Michael in a lot of trouble. I think when you're at 1, Michael looking at completing... I mean, he can get 2/3 of the Tron, but it's just going to be so difficult. Plaxcaster, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's awesome having you. Michael doesn't have a whole lot of way to interact right now. I think you asking that question is pretty much the point. He can actually gain 4 life here. Unfortunately, that's still dying. So, that is not going to be enough unless AJ for some reason decides to not do anything.
Yeah.
Which is pretty unlikely. So, we will see. Nice, Tobias Funke. And we are going to condescend for 0. Nice. And AJ is going to take the game. Apparently Michael is going to scry, though.
Solid tier 6.
I mean, it's definitely, like, it's fringe.
It is true. Cheerios is fairly cheap.
It is. And actually, we have someone here who plays it occasionally. It definitely steals wins. It can do cool things. The problem is that it's just not consistent at what it does, and it dies to Affinity Hate.
My favorite part is that it's called Cheerios.
That's probably the best part. Let's head on up, have some fun. Now, while you're finding another matchup, could you do me a favor and get me a generic brand satisfying candy bar? Thank you. It's already paid for. Hello everybody, and thank you for joining. It's awesome having you. My name's TJ. Steven is my co-host. We're having a great time. I'm about to get a snack, which means that I'll be dancing. It's gonna be awesome. Boggles, boggles, boggles. Nakakon. I keep forgetting how to pronounce that, but hello everybody. We're at 240 viewers. Thank you so much to all of you. If you are brand new, be sure to hit that follow button. I've never had my hair pushed this way before, actually, but thank you. I hope you're having a good time. Be sure to hit that follow button. We stream 4 times a week. If you are brand new, let me know. I'd love to welcome you by name. I am absolutely thrilled by how many people are here right now, so thank you so very much. It's really awesome having you. Man, thank you for the support, everybody. And thank you.
And thank you for the generic brand candy bar.
Oh, did you use the rest of it to take one for yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Link 2. Thank you so much. I hope it's not the past, though.
I failed.
Did you not find us a match?
Everyone's playing.
I'm taking this back. Generic brand, of course. Alright, Aragon Shades player. I'm pretty sure you told me that joke like 3 times recently. So, 36, Matt, I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you are doing well. And to everybody in the chat, how are you doing? Oh, Doro, you are being way too clever. Thank you so much. Cord for 4, awesome name. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
I'm hungry, man. There's 3 matches that are... Well, 1 match that doesn't want to go on camera, and 3 other matches that are mid-game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But they're mid-game, which means that they'll jump on as soon as possible.
One of them is Mason and Josh.
Okay.
One
Excellent.
of them is 2 strangers.
Okay. Ask them, though. Aragon?
And the other one is Harry and someone else.
Aragon Shadeslayer, you have my sympathies and my empathy. I'm heading down to California. Looks like you are doing well playing on your friend's MC server. Very cool. White boy dancing. Claire, that is actually pretty sweet to Nakakon. I love it. But yeah, it should be a fairly good trip. It'll be all kinds of awesome. As always, be sure to join us next Sunday. To the 230 people, we should be getting another match up very shortly. We've still got another round after this. And I am excited because this coming Sunday, the 31st of July, come and join us for a Modern Preliminary Pro Tour qualifier. It is going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be 5 rounds into a cut to top 8, give or take. It's going to be very, very, very exciting. And I'm going to be doing the commentary for the back half of it. It's outside of our normal schedule. Yeah, I'm excited. Yay! Yay. Alright. You just finished your Grixis Goryo's Breach deck and you got first at your LGS on Monday. Snap Empty Wallet, congratulations, that's awesome. To Nakakon, we are located in Geek Fortress. It's a local game store in Snohomish, Washington.
I guess it's local if you're in Snohomish.
Yes, that's true.
So I got Harry and Kevin.
You got Harry and Kevin.
Yes. Harry's on the wall.
Ree, have a good night. Okay, so, I'm sorry, what? Okay, do we know what they're playing?
I was just assuming that you know.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So, hey, Aragon Shadeslayer, it is my absolute pleasure. Thank you. And we are finding out what we've got.
Okay. Kevin is on Soul Sisters that is splashing black.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he says. And then Harry is on Esper Control.
That is awesome.
See, now I've deserved this and earned it.
Yes, you have. These are 2 decks that I would not have expected out of either player. So, Esper Control versus Soul Sisters. You being Kanda makes that trip you can Skype into play, right? Unfortunately, not. But if you do want to make the trip, I highly recommend it. Alright, the Alpha XY. I use those sick moves while I'm dancing because that's the rule of the stream. Let's head on down there and I'll be dancing while we do it. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there we go. Lash Curve is the weirdest man alive that's wearing a hat. You know what? I will say this. I have been known to be a bit of an odd person. I've been known to, right?
You dabble.
I dabble in oddities. But I really think that it's part of my charm and my enthusiasm. It boggles my mind why people don't just call boggles boggles like it's supposed to. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get your confusion, MBCA. Real life Kappa face. So, Soul Sisters versus Esper Control. This is going to be particularly interesting. So,
The Erg guy?
the Soul Sisters, I mean, let's just start off with, I love Soul Sisters as a deck because conceptually it's awesome. You take a completely unintuitive mechanic, which is life gain, and turn it into an aggressive shell. Love it. Absolutely love it. But I think that Kevin, I assume that the black is for some hand disruption. So I can assume that some solid hand disruption and a good aggressive starting is going to be a great way to go about this, and that hand disruption particularly good against Harry.
Yeah.
Harry's got board wipes, however, and Kevin has very little source of actual card advantage, so if Harry can actually
It
stabilize...
depends on if he's playing Proclamation of Rebirth or Ranger Rubios. Or Squadron Hawks.
I think the black means that we're likely on Lingering Souls over Squadron Hawks.
That's probably likely.
But I do think that Harry has got the opportunity, if he stabilizes and wipes the board, Kevin has very little source of card advantage outside of the land, which doesn't work once you lose your creatures.
Right.
So if Harry's able to stabilize, it may take him a long time, but he can eventually grind the game that way. Okay, hey, we are we?
Over what?
We are currently the number 2 bot at the moment. Oh,
Bot?
apparently that was added. That's awesome. Oh, number 2 stream at the moment. Interesting. Okay.
To the person who was talking about the triple double crunch wrap thing, I had one of those for lunch today. I mean, I had half of one because there was just, like, I didn't want to eat the whole thing because I didn't want to die in the stream tonight.
MTGZ.
They are messy. They're all over.
MTGZ, I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you so much for the positive feedback. It's really awesome having you, and I don't know, we feed off of that feedback really, really well. And it's one of the reasons why we've been able to keep trying to push ourselves. So, a Soul's Attendant coming down turn 2, followed up by a Soul Warden. We're going to be gaining 1 life, going up to 21. What's the cast condition for the White Hideaway? 3 creatures attacking. Looks MBCA got it, though. Guess why we call it feedback? That was particularly clever, Justice Peanut. That's pretty
It's
good.
not actually 3 creatures attacking.
If
It's attacked with 3 creatures.
That's true. That actually is very relevant with things like the battle cry. What's the Mirror Crusader? Mirror Crusader actually does not trigger it, interestingly enough. Alpha XY, yes, we are currently at
Hero Blade
3,102 followers, and thank you to everybody who's been a part of that. That's amazing. We've gotten 14 followers today. I really appreciate all of you. Harry dropping down a Lingering Soul is going to really slow down the aggressive game plan, I guess.
I mean, he's also going to give Kevin, like, 2 life.
4 life.
For now.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 life. Right.
Yep.
Because he's got 2.
Yep.
I used to play Soul Sisters. I used to only play Soul Sisters. And
I know. But we are going to be actually doing some giveaways because of the 3,000. We don't know the exact time yet because we need to basically do the prep for it. But the thought is that all the hosts are going to be signing a playset of a card that is very them. And we'll be doing a separate giveaway for each of those playsets.
Does that mean I'm going to give away a playset of Rouse Eric's?
If you'd like to. Actually, that sounds awesome. Do you want to?
Possibly. Like,
Nice.
I've got enough of them.
Oh, man. So, we've been live for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Good to know. Good to know.
Auriok Champion.
Okay. So,
That would, when I started playing Soul Sisters, when it was still the, like, $100 budget deck,
uh-huh.
that was the one card I could not afford.
Actually, I was going to do Lightning Bolts to Superstar. I was going to do Lightning Bolts. Alright, to Samuel J. Joner, it will likely be in chat at the time of the giveaway, but we will be announcing it a lot. We will be advertising it a lot, and I'll be letting people know on chat.
I have actually already sent some people Rouse Eric's.
Free Will 01, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I appreciate you, and it's awesome having you here. So we're at 27 on Kevin's side of the battlefield. The Auriok Champion, not as good as it could be against some decks, but still definitely solid. Yeah, it is going to be Lightning Bolt, though if someone requests, I don't know, I'd be hesitant to give up any Tybalts. Jazzy Horde, because I'd be hesitant to give up any Tybalts. Okay. Gooey Ducks, I guess I hadn't thought about that yet. Superstar, we're interesting looking. We are actually, the store itself has a Facebook. We're actually making a stream Facebook. Big Bear, I will be streaming with Todd Stevens. it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited. But
Is that a generic brand hat, or are you talking about my
no,
hat?
this is a too legit hat. But we are actually going to be making a Facebook for the stream itself to try and coordinate stuff and let people know about upcoming events. Now we're going to gain 9 life here.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're up to 36, and yeah, I'm actually really excited. If you haven't yet, check out Todd Stevens, MTG, on Twitch. He streams Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it actually works perfectly opposite of ours. He does a lot of modern,
Right.
and some standard and some other. But yeah, he's actually a really fun streamer to watch, and I think next week I'll be streaming with him via Skype, if we can figure out how to do it
Neat.
and get it coordinated in time, and then we might turn it into something that we do every now and then. Okay, so
Kevin's already hit the life total he wants to hit.
yep. Turn 1 Noble Harak. I'll be moving to somewhere somewhat local. Okay. Justice Peanut, I was not outraged, because that means that I'll be getting another one eventually. There are other spin downs. I'm not sure why they're not using those ones. I'm not entirely sure.
My speculation is that Tybalt will be on our return to Ravnica.
Mm-hmm. Gematron, we are currently working on one. The problem is that a lot of these things take time and money, and we have almost none. We have a budget of 0 for both. Essentially. We make no money doing this, we have no money to spare doing it, so anything that we do is essentially out of pocket or donated. So, a Supreme Verdict wiping the board, and this is the part where Harry starts taking back the advantage. Kevin has 2 cards underneath these hideaway lands, very limited cards in hand, and Harry now has the ability to start swinging back and potentially taking the advantage.
Kevin wants to do it.
So, turn 1 Noble Hierarch. Yes, I will continue doing streams. I have no intention of stopping anytime. I will be moving somewhere nearby. Okay. So, yeah, I am not going to be giving up yet. All right. But yeah, the big thing is that we're going to be trying to go to an electronic system for the life totals. It's just difficult. That wipe was a promo Supreme Verdict. So, into Johnny's Pride Mate coming down. It is just a 2-2 at the moment. Looks like we don't have a 1-drop to lead with it, otherwise we would have seen the Soul Sister first. So I doubt that we have one
Unless
of
he
those.
was baiting out a counterspell.
I have to think that we probably have things like Path to Exiles. Man, the good thing that board wipe was around, though, because that a Johnny's Pride Mate would have been massive.
It would have come in as a 5/5.
It would have come in as... Yeah, that's pretty good. 5/5 to an 8/8 to an 11/11. Have a nice day, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it doesn't have trample, but Harry untapping, a lot of tools available to him. Hasn't used almost any spot removal yet, and that's a huge piece of this. He is running a deck that has a lot of access to it, and by being patient and letting Kevin gain a huge amount of life, it's going to be a problem. It's going to take a lot of time, but now he's able to just grind his way back into this game while continually disrupting what Kevin is trying to do.
Right.
So, a flashback of the Lingering Souls, putting in 2 of these spirit tokens. Okay.
I don't think Soul Sister should play Selfless Spirit.
Yep.
I mean, maybe in the sideboard.
I don't, maybe in the board, but I think that you're better off with some other stuff. I'm not convinced.
It's my belief that Soul Sister should run Elspeth
I'm going to sneeze
Nightmare.
again. Yahoo!
What did I say earlier?
The Gitrog Monster, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining, and hello to the 240 people here. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that follow button. It means a lot to us, and we are working on getting a partnership as soon as we possibly can. And basically, the next free time that I have is going to be spent applying for Twitch partnership. Now, I honestly can't promise when that will be, but it's going to happen.
Right.
It's going to happen. We're going to try and get there, and if nothing else, it lets us have emotes. I think we're going to try keeping the same thing, which is that our interaction with you continues to be our biggest and favorite and the biggest reason why we stream at all.
Yeah.
We like you guys and gals.
Oh, apparently you're allergic to Elspeth. Because that was the thing.
That's why they killed her, actually.
The best thing to put into Soul Sisters is
Elspeth
Elspeth Nightmare. Because the plus puts in, or there's 2 pluses. One of them puts in a token, which triggers Soul Sisters, and the other one gives your Johnny's Pride Mate flying.
Yeah. So a path to exile, taking down the Pride Mate while he's able to, it means that Harry is just going to be going for this really incremental damage over time. I've noticed that the stream is now very privy to the fact that I sneeze and immediately do a Michael Jackson thing, and I can't help it. Like, you've seen it a lot, and unfortunately it's just a thing that I have. Maybe it'll be an emote one day. Anytime that I sneeze, just load it up with Michael Jackson. Oh, man.
Superstar. Whatever. I disagree that, like, Gideon is better.
I think that there's a really reasonable argument to be made for it. I think that it depends on your playstyle. I think that there's a decent chance of that.
I mean, if you're playing more of a tokens deck, then yeah, Gideon's probably better, because...
Harry taking down the swamp with the Ghost Quarter, and he doesn't have another basic swamp. What? So I think he just had the single basic swamp. Harry, brilliant heads-up call, continues to cut Kevin off of one of his colors, which granted is a splash, but still. Has to be Michael Jackson wearing my hat? It'll be me wearing Michael Jackson's hat.
I don't know if Justice Peanut is, like, just a great person, or if they're just sucking up to me.
You know, I don't know, actually. You can always screen cap my faces. True.
Are we gonna get the Coleman thing as a...
Oh yeah, we're gonna have the Coal Maniac as an emote, absolutely.
Both of them?
So a Shrine coming down, it does mean that he has the black mana, a Thoughtseize coming down, taking out the Negate, and a 4 mana Ranger of Eos coming down. Justice Peanut, if you want to whisper it to a Red Baron MTG, I'd love to see your list. Okay. So, we have got the Ranger of Eos. At this point, I'm expecting Sarah's Ascendant, if he has them. That's going to be one of his ways to get back into this game. Yeah, the Coal Maniac is totally... The Coal Maniac is 100% going to be an emote. I love the Coal Maniac. It's my favorite meme right now. So, we've got a Sarah Ascendant coming down, and a Martyr of Sands.
Ooh.
That is
That's
spicy.
one of the cards he's showing.
No, those are the 2 cards that he got off of the Martyr, or of the Ranger.
You got a Martyr and a what?
And a Sarah Ascendant.
Okay, what? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Fairly standard.
I am so excited by this. I had no idea that we had the ability to make emotes. Like, I didn't know that our mods were that talented. So now I totally got to jump on it, because one of my worries was that we may not actually have enough emotes for like people to use for subscribing. Now I have no. I'm like running out of reasons to delay this. It's just time to go. Okay. Okay, that's true. David is probably ridiculously good. He could probably make us HD emotes. Knowing him. Anyone in our shop who plays Jund and runs Liliana Last Hope in the sideboard? I don't know yet. Peter would probably be the right person to talk to, but we've got a swing for 6 from Harry. We're going to be going down to 28. Now, granted, he's going to be going back at... Oh, 24, actually. I think I missed a swing early on. My bad. But, Kevin down to 24. He's about to gain, I think, actually, depending on if he draws a white card, it'll be more. But otherwise, this Martyr, nope. Another Thoughtseize. But we do have a couple of Jund players, so I'll have to see what they do. A Supreme Verdict. That's pretty good.
Supreme Verdict and Double Path.
A Double Path and a Snapcaster. Oh, that's so good. Now we have Snapcaster Supreme Verdict available. Peter apparently not trying it. We have one other Jund player and one other that occasionally plays. We'll have to talk to them. I do like Liliana Last Hope, actually. I do think that card warrants a lot of testing, because that might be one of the better 3-mana Planeswalkers to come for some time. That one is really good. Alright, let's see. Okay, I do think that the Liliana Last Hope is definitely worth testing in Modern, though. In some matchups.
Yeah, I think it actually might be better in Modern because there's not as many giant creatures as there is in Standard.
I really liked the use of Liliana in some of the Standard decks. I think Liliana is actually probably going to be a breakout card.
I think it's going to be a good card. I don't know, like, it's pretty strong, but not crazy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Makes a Snapcaster a 0/0. Perfect. Just where it needs to be. So, Harry loses the Supreme Verdict. He is running Secure the Wastes, apparently. A Martyr Sands Kraken, and we are taking a look at 1, 2,
Four.
3, 4. That is a gaining of 12 life. It's
Is that
3
a
life
return
per.
to the ranks?
That is a return to the ranks.
I dig
That's
it.
glorious, actually. Against all these board wipes, that's gonna... Because return to the ranks is,
The important part about Liliana Last Hope is that the other 3-mana Liliana, or the important 3-mana Liliana, is just better.
in different matchups. Liliana is not good in the matchups, or not as good in the matchups where, like, they're good
Yeah.
in opposite things. So... Otherwise, yeah, after cracking that one, we reveal a Return to Ranks, which is pretty solid. Emrakul, that deck is totally sweet. Peter, that's pretty reasonable. I do think that it should be tested somewhere, though. I think that Lily could be tested somewhere. I've actually seen some people talking about testing it in black-white tokens. But otherwise, right now, Kevin does have the ability to go for a tap to bring back 5. He can bring back 5 of these creatures. The only problem is that he needs to wait to do that until after Harry goes Snapcaster Supreme Verdict. Because otherwise, that just means that on this game 3, it's more likely to be a draw. Okay.
Ashiok, we actually, in our cube, we took out Ashiok because it just meant you won the game.
Yeah, that card's really good. Sorry, Bryce. I re-updated the life total. Ashiok is really good. I like Ashiok. I played her in Modern, actually. Alright, Tuve, Val, thank you
Them.
so much for hitting that follow button. It's awesome having you. Thank you so much for joining us. Alright. Largely, Koa Gunscoin is playing better than Lily most of the time. It's a reasonable argument. I can definitely understand that. What would you recommend? You began building for your second Modern deck. You currently do Grixis, Goryo's Breach, but eventually will want a second. Let me know what you actually enjoy playing. That will matter. I mean, it seems like a silly question, but it is a significant question.
There's a big pile of... So it's 12, 18, 19, 20... He's at 40. It's 40 to 11.
Nice. You know, there is another spin down, but... Gitrog Monster, it wasn't banned last time, so I no longer actually think that it will be. You enjoy Broken Things and Value? Affinity's pretty fun. No, wait. If you like Value, then that will be a lot harder. Broken Things and Value? Probably... you could go for Bushwhacker Zoo. Yeah. That one's pretty fun. Infect is really good. Broken Things and Value. Oh, wait, no. Ban Teldrazi. Ban Teldrazi. That's easy. Snap Empty Wallet. Ban Teldrazi. Yes.
Snap Empty Wallet.
Okay. So, a Lingering Soul is coming down for Kevin. He's going to be populating another couple of these spirits.
Populating?
Sorry, creating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both players moving over. They might have a time extension, but this game is going to go to time by the looks of it. I think now it is a matter of can Harry survive long
They have
enough.
4 minutes.
Oh, my timer's way off.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get that going. So, my timer being way off right now. And, hey, Codester, thank you so much for joining. I don't fully recognize your name. It's awesome having you. I hope that you are having a pleasant time joining us. The Raven sings. It's awesome seeing you. Aragon, have a good night. The Beardy Man. Yeah, I think Ban Teldrazi is probably the one that you want. I like that. I like it. I like it.
This game is like so much nothing, but a lot of some things. Like he pathed the Sarah Ascendant.
Mm-hmm.
And just Zealous Persecution.
Chain Lightning. I think Chain Lightning is my favorite sorcery. Can't confirm that. That will change based on what I decide to. All right. So, I'm curious because actually, with Harry just trying to survive,
Yeah.
he does need to be cautious about this return to ranks. But the Snapcaster Supreme Verdict is kind of his biggest qualifying factor. The problem is that he can't fire it off too soon. Favorite artifact? Cranial Plating, Arcbound Ravager, Mox Opal. I like Affinity. Affinity's
Sorry,
really fun.
Gamma.
Chisarigama, that was a fun one.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Gamma.
Yeah, I like Affinity artifacts. Those ones are fun. That was fun. The deck plays black for so far Lingering Souls and Thoughtseize and Zealous Persecution.
Generally, it is for Zealous Persecutions and Sorin, Lord of Innistrad.
So it's kind of like a tokens meets Soul System.
It depends on how black-white tokens you're going to go. Like, there's not a very huge difference between black-white tokens and Soul Sisters.
Are we double activating? No.
He can't.
No. Technically, he could activate the other one, but it would also be tapped, and his initial one would be tapped as well. Oh, man. So, we're going to go down to 3. Actually, Harry might lose this one in Game 3. Kevin just got so much value off of these board wipes. And by losing the one Supreme Verdict, like to the Thoughtseize, he can't do a Verdict now and then have the Snap Verdict for later. We also do have these, the Windswept Heath? No.
Windbrisk Kites.
Yes, Windbrisk Kites are now active right now.
If he attacks.
I mean, he did just hit Harry down to 3. I don't know, I'm pretty curious about, like, what is actually under those cards, or if he's just forgotten them.
I don't think he's forgotten them. They're probably just bad.
Maybe, or just not as good. What is that? I mean, like, my initial mind wants to say remove soul, but go ahead and ask.
What is that?
Hallowed Burial. He said that like we should have known. What? What?
There's Terminus, I guess.
Love it. What if those were spirit tokens?
There are 1/1 white flying spirit tokens.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool.
See, if it would have been a Terminus, it would have just been like, oh, so, tap 5 mana, Hallowed Burial.
So Astera's Ascendant coming down, but Harry, does he still have these Path to Exile in hand? I think he
still
does.
has one. Yep.
Yeah, Kevin absolutely overcommitted. He had a lethal board and then kept casting. And I'm not entirely sure why. Especially knowing that his opponent has got Snapcaster board wipe. But, oh my goodness. You just dominated Modern with David's Glittering Wish deck? That's awesome. Congratulations. You'll have to let him know. Or I guess we can let him know.
I feel like David is going to watch this anyways.
That's true. David will likely watch this, but that was beautiful.
That was a blowout.
That was quite the blowout. Kevin really went all in on that board, and it did not pay off at all. We've got a Spectral Procession, because naturally you have a more Spectral Procession going on. But that's awesome. Though, I'll tell you what, can you whisper Red Baron MTG what list that you're referring to? Because he did change that list a little bit over time. So please let me know what list you mean. Otherwise, I think right now we're in a position of Harry is looking to go for the draw. We're going to be untapping. We do have these colonnades that are able to block. What's that image on his spirit tokens? We have no idea. He brought his own tokens, and our token box is disorganized right now because people are incapable of putting things back in alphabetical order.
I like how he just tried to put the tokens under the detention. He's like, the tokens.
The tokens go away. But, yeah. So we're going to have to re-alphabetize that one before the PPTQ. Until then,
Honor of the Pure.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. It's fine.
That's what he's got.
It's not going to swing at me. It's not going to swing at me. I think we're getting close to the end of the 2-minute extension as well. Oh, come on, be nice.
No, I'm just checking.
Oh, yeah, that was me throwing... Are these yours?
Yeah.
These are nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear them.
Okay.
Oh, these are nice.
I mean, they might have, like, fingerprints on them.
No, they're spotless. This is good. I don't know why I don't do this, man. Okay. Events? Is there a command for events? Either way, check it out, because you should also join us in Portland. It's going to be awesome. And for the PPTQ on Sunday.
Oh, someone's putting down the turns.
It's going to be too hot to handle, too cold to hold, because the sky's the limit. Space is the place. We're feeling chunky like a monkey. Funky like a monkey.
No, you ruined the whole thing.
There we go. There we go.
Oh man, I think Harry's just holding out for the draw.
What do we have?
Kevin's gonna cast a bump in the night.
Mm-hmm. That would be beautiful. I would be
That
legitimately impressed. So we are gonna go. This is a bold swing. Okay. I mean, I like it. We're down to 28, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Audio Tutu, I believe you hit follow today, so thank you so much. Either that or I'm recognizing. Does he have a combo finish? No, but he could draw a secure, I suppose, and get one swing in. Unless he's about to cast it now, but I think we're seeing a disfigure. Otherwise, a secure might be enough, but I don't think so.
The secure from which side?
The secure on Harry's side.
Okay.
I think if he draws a secure, then maybe he's gotten out. But otherwise, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
White Sun Zenith. Like, which card is this? Cat Sun Zenith.
Cat Sun Zenith.
Neither of them are gonna win.
No.
I mean,
no,
nope.
Not based on the board.
Kevin can't win because he can't attack.
Because he has no creatures.
Yeah, Harry can't win because he can't do 28 damage in 2 turns.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
I don't even know if casting Secure the Waste is good enough for him.
How about a Snapcaster into? Oh no, because he has no even like hand filtering in his graveyard right now, so he can't even like get some draw spells going. So instead, we go for a swing for 2, but we're leaving mana up. Does he have one? He's leaving mana up. If he's not swinging with the colonnade, that's gotta... Does he have one? I am so ready to flail. I am so ready to flail. Sorry, that I don't know how I did that, but...
Ooh.
An Auroch champion.
He has to prevent that. He can't cast him. Or maybe if he does it in response, then he's fine.
Oh, man. I am so ready.
5,
I'm so
6.
ready. A Spellburst in Esper Control. What? What? I love it. I love it. That's awesome. I absolutely love it.
I believe that's a draw.
I believe that that's a draw as well. Oh my goodness. That is the only draw that Harry has is the end of the round. Of course Spellburst isn't winning the game. I'm just impressed that it's in the deck. That's what I'm excited about.
I saw I was tapping out for mana. It's like, oh man.
Oh man. No, this is awesome. A Spellburst in Esper Control. Very cool. Very, very cool. So, we're going to play out a Snapcaster. Show me Spellburst. Nope, just negate. Fine. That's boring. Snap, negate, on tap. Do we have enough to swing for?
He had to secure the whole time.
No, he just drew it.
Oh.
That was his draw. No! He drew it. His last draw for the turn.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. So let's go ahead and get our round 4 match going on.
Just
Finals,
pick
please. Yep, undefeateds. There might be 2 undefeateds. Pick the one that's cooler. Hi everybody, and thanks for joining. My name's TJ. I'm streaming from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington with Steven, who is hanging out, having a blast. Find out what this dude had to hide. We will, unfortunately, maybe not. But, man, that was awesome. Absolutely loved it. Very cool. So we're going to try and get these finals up. Stick with us. If you're brand new, be sure to hit that follow button. It means the world to us. It really does. The continued support of all of you is absolutely mind-blowing. And if this hat isn't a reason to hit that follow button, I don't know what will be. But honestly, you are all the reason we exist. You are the wind beneath our wings. You are actually the reason why we keep trying to make this better. Because this started off at basically square one, at the very beginning. And it has been nothing but like us just doing this effort to improve ourselves, to move forward, to keep making a product that is going to be amazing for you. And that's what we're trying to get. So, thank you. It honestly means a lot. Now, it's really hard for me to express that in a way that isn't just a repeated thank you, but I just want you all to make sure that you are appreciated. Alright. Can the players wear hats too? Sure. Sure.
I didn't catch this guy's first or last name. One of them is Waylon.
Okay, who's on that side?
He's on the wall.
Okay, and who is he going up against?
Mason Tout.
Okay. Perfect. Jedi Ninja Men.
Jedi Ninja Man.
I don't deserve these.
No, you know.
Huh. Plaxcasters, have a good night. So facing the wall we have are these both? These
Mason's,
players are undefeated?
Yep. Mason's on Sue.
And Waylon's on Elves.
Waylon's on Elves.
Interesting. This is a particularly... This is interesting. Okay. This is gonna be... Jedi Ninja Man, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's awesome having you. And I apologize for butchering your name.
Malicious Mac.
Malicious Mac in the house. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. And let's check it out. Elves versus Zoo. Let's see who comes out on top. Undefeated. Let's do it. Alright, so what have we got here? Looks like a lot of looks like some pile shuffling that we're seeing here. So I really think that in the future, what we're likely going to be seeing is both of these players drawing their opening hands and trying to enact their game plan in a way that's going to also kill the other player.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So who do I guess? So we have Mason, who's on this kind of like bigger zoo, going up against Waylon, who's on Elves. Now, Waylon, I don't always remember which, because we have a couple of Elves players, and so I'm not sure what top-tier shoutcasting. Hype! Alright, now we're here in the field, talking with the Waylon versus the Mason, doing some sweet things. Rocking and rolling, skipping and skolling. That was some pretty...
Mustard colored sleeves.
Oh, man. So... what have we got? Is this stream in slow motion? Nah. Thanks. So, round 4. Waylon going up against Mason. Now, Mason going to be trying to go in with a lot of these really efficient creatures that don't... I mean, they kind of have a critical mass, but they don't have a ton of synergy within each other. It's just about attacking. Now, WL Sack, thank you so much for hitting the follow button. It's awesome having you. Waylon on a bit of a bigger Elves deck, so it's not going to be as fast, but it does have some interesting, interesting things going on. So, that should be particularly interesting, because this Elves deck always throws me just a little bit. Siege Rhino 420, thank you so much for hitting that follow
make
button.
that man a mod. Or woman. Or other.
It's awesome having you. Thank you so much for joining us. Boom, 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 boom. Ian N7, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I'm gonna jump to a conclusion here and say yes, I also love Mass Effect. Probably one of my favorite game franchises that they've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that that's what that's for. Thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome having you.
Unmod that man.
So, I'm not sure who's on the play, but now we are about to see some opening hands. We got there, and it's time to see what we've got. Alright. Yeah, I am pretty excited here. Siege Rhino, thank you so much for... is this your first time joining us, or potentially first time hitting the follow button? I'm not sure. Ian, thank you so much. I'm glad that you are also a fan. And yeah, Mass Effect was such a sweet game franchise. That was so much fun. I still go back and play that every now and then. Actually, I should say I would like to, but I don't have time these days. Just make everyone else love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit bulls that the kids don't pay. If you've got a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook where my DJ revolves it. Anyone playing Eldritch Evolution and Obs on Company yet? How good was it? Well, slowly crashing. Toss some words in there. I know you're out there, but Gaxian.
Also, Coleman, I'm not going to fight you in real life. You are very much larger than I am.
It's true. It's true. Alright. Are they both left-handed? They are not, actually. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom.
I'm really
deadly.
inconsistent
When I play a
on
dope
what
melody,
side I put
anything
my
less
deck
than the
on.
best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit bullseye. The kid don't play.
But see, the thing is that was not shuffling. That was counting.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true.
And then there was some
So, a lightning bolt taking down the Elvish Mystic from Mason with a basic mountain. With a signature that looks oddly familiar. Right? I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's signed at all.
What? That one?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the lightning bolt.
No, the mountain. The mountain is signed. So, we are going for a fetch temp 17. Now, we are tapping for 2. I'm going to say Flint Hoofbore here, but maybe a Kazai Pride Mage. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it has to be a Flint Hoofbore, because it can't be a Kazai Pride Mage off of that mana. Yep, so a Flint Hoofbore coming down. Likely that's going to be applying pressure. Otherwise, I think Mason's main game plan is going to be continue to disrupt Waylon.
If you didn't know, TJ is 100% rapping all of the time. Sometimes it's just hard to tell.
Yeah, actually, Eric and I have thought about doing a Geek Fortress rap album. Alright, so... what... So sideboard cards that I think are coming out of both decks. For Mason, I can tell you right now that Bonfire the Damned is going to be coming out. Any other removal that he has, anything... I mean, I don't think that his sideboard is usually pretty weird. And I don't think that he has a whole lot to hate on just 1/1s outside of certain. Maybe he might have Pyroclasm in the sideboard these days. I don't think so, though.
I think he just has Bonfire.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think he's just fine with that.
So Bonfire likely his main card that's going to be coming in. For Waylon, this Elves deck is so unconventional that I honestly couldn't speak to that very well. So I'm not sure. Chord for 4, Crucible Ultimatums is definitely in a lot of streams.
Imperious Perfect.
I do get to see Crucible Ultimatums in a lot. I've been trying to be in a lot more streams recently too. That's an Immaculate Magistrate, I want to say. Nice.
Aggro Buddha. That's really cool.
Aggro's been around for a while. Aggro, it's good to see. Actually, it's been a while since we've seen you.
An Immaculate Magistrate.
Yeah, but this deck is definitely a little bit interesting. So, a swing for, looks like 6 coming down. But yeah, so if you ever see Red Baron MTG in a chat, that's me. Just say hi.
If you see
I'd love to.
Albino Bear 43 just about anywhere, it's me. Except for in League of Legends. Wait, no, definitely in League of Legends.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
I just wanted, like, I always try to get Albino Bear first, but someone has gone around and swept them all up from me. Yeah, if you ever see Albino Bear 43, there's a really high chance it's me.
Like that one. Also, always feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'll let you know when we're streaming. I'll let you know when we'll be doing that giveaway for 3,000. And otherwise, I just tend to be pretty responsive on there. If you ever want to let me know something or ask or tell or comment or feedback or anything like that.
If you like feeling ignored, follow me at albinobear43.com. At Twitter.
Yes.
.com. It's .com.
So, the Kazai Pride Mage coming down, Waylon at 11. We've got a decent swing, but yeah, this Immaculate Magistrate, this is a very unconventional Elves deck that tends to kind of be like a big Elves. Aggro Buddha, you're probably right. I apologize that one.
Neither of them kicked.
Okay.
But, okay, he's gonna put,
That's...
wait, he controls 5 elves. Okay, yeah, he was putting a 4.
He just put the Immaculate Magistrate counters onto it.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was, I think Mason just loses here.
Other elf creatures you control get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Draug or Warcaller. This is some beautiful synergy. Oh my goodness. What? This is glorious. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
I don't think Mason can come back from this one.
Next turn, he just taps that to put it onto the other Draga Warcaller.
Right.
Then
There's
each
all
of them are
10.
11/11s.
Right.
Oh my goodness! I love it! I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Man, I have not... Both two cards that you just don't see in Elves. But they're doing it right now, and they're
See,
doing
I
it
haven't
right.
really seen, like...
If
I've seen this in plenty of Elves EDH decks.
If you haven't hit follow yet, now's the time. Do it for the elves. Do it for the unconventional elves. Or do it for the boar. Do it for the boar. Or, just hit it because we appreciate it.
Yeah.
I always feel so bad asking for it, so I've, developed this habit of just, repeating it and, just trying to become numb to it. Brad!
Thank you, Brad, 13420.
Thank you so much. It's awesome having you. You're a rock star. We appreciate you. I look forward to interacting with you more. Steven's beard is glorious, but not as much as you.
The, being first to jump on the follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in first.
And first. So, the Jiragas are huge. We might be getting a chump block here, actually. We've got 6 coming in, and I think the main mentality here is because Atarka's command actually would have made that a lot of damage. That would have been exactly 11 with an Atarka's command. This is a brilliant block by Wayland that actually is giving him the win. Instead, he... Don't tell me you're double striking this Nacatl. Don't tell me you're double striking the Nacatl. He better not go to... Okay. Whew. That's good. That's good. But still, we're going to go down to 4. We're going to trade with that. And Mason's going to pick up his cards. Wayland taking game 1 there. Okay.
That is a hissing giggity.
Why is it not played in every Elves deck, the Jiraga Warcaller? Because normally it will not get any +1/+1 counters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not a chump. It's just giant. I forgot.
Right.
I forgot. But if you mean Jiraga Warcaller, while it is a 1-mana elf, you have better things to be doing with it, and you will almost never kick it, and you will never have a way to put +1/+1 counters, unless...
I guess for 3 mana, it is just as good as all of the other lords.
I'm not sure...
A 2/2 that gets all your elves +1/+1.
What do you mean, talk about it? I have no idea what he means by that. That's true. Deflection Pole might be interesting with all these giant elves being around.
Yeah.
They might be surprisingly decent. Apparently Dylan wants to talk about... Oh, here's some fun hype for you. All of you have asked. It's time to answer. A lot of you have mentioned this, and I want hype. I want hype for this. All of you have asked, why don't we have an online storefront? And the answer has consistently been because it's really expensive, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. We're doing it. We are actually getting an online storefront. It's currently in the works. The website is being built as we speak. The cataloging is starting to happen. And I mean, I don't want to I don't want to push it. I'll probably end up hyping it. But if you guys could show your support, because I pushed pretty hard for that. So
He used to sell cards online.
So if you do have any online purchases needed once this website goes live, I would wildly appreciate it if you took the time to check out Geek Fortress. It's a great way to support the store, really show that the people who are watching the stream appreciate it, and it would really mean a lot as far as justifying the amount of resources that I take up back here, if it can start to generate revenue for the store itself. So I'm really excited about that. Can we buy signed Tybalts? I'll totally make them have a little push button for signed by TJ. Sure. Exclusive Tybalts too. Oh man. But Omori Katsu, I'm so sad that your opponents have tried that. That's so unfortunate. But yes, I am extremely excited. Honestly, you can probably just put a message with them. I'll ask him. Yeah, I'll ask him about it, but apparently if you put a comment asking, I'm sure that I would probably consider it. But I'm really excited about that. It also means that it'll likely be a storefront at which we can start selling merchandise if we make it, because we'll be having an actual revenue that we might be able to put towards merchandise.
Like the shirts that we'll have?
Like the shirts that we have, we could make playmats that are similar to this one. We could, people have asked for stuff. this is actually like if enough support comes through this website, there's a lot of potential
Right.
for like a huge platform to start pushing, like to jump off of. So I'm really, really excited, and I know that, you know, hopefully, and I'll be selling it a little bit. I'll be trying to plug it a bit, but yeah, it would mean the world to me, actually. Buy all the Tybalts, have them all signed, then give them back to TJ. He'll be So I can't tell you how excited I am. But a basic mountain coming down for Mason, going up against an Elvish Mystic. Do we have the bolt? Not this time.
Checking for miracle triggers.
He's been with one land too. Cast it for 0. So Mason gonna go for a shock just like last time, but this time and just passing the turn back. This is not looking good for Mason with this Mana Dark surviving. He even has the bolt in hand. I'm really
I
surprised
think
by
he's
that.
saving it for something scarier.
Interesting, but an Elvish Archdruid coming down, that bolt. If that bolt is not pointed towards this Archdruid, I will be shocked.
But not bolted.
So, you're dumb. Nah, you're great. You're awesome. You're awesome. Oh my goodness. No, I don't know. Maybe I am really excited about that. So hopefully all of you are also excited, but it's got a lot of potential. It's got a lot of potential to be good. And yeah, even though it would be like helping out the store and not directly me, it indirectly helps me out hugely. I mean, hey, eventually maybe I can make an argument for just getting paid.
It also helps me out immensely. That means I never have to leave my house to get magic stuff. Shipping will just be like someone walking it.
Oh man, that's funny. So we have a Loxodon Smiter coming down for Mason. Taking a look at that Elvish Mystic on Wayland's side of the field, we do know that the Imperious Perfect is in Wayland's hand because he kind of almost played that one out before going for the Elvish Archdruid. I think we might have an Elvish Champion in hand as well. Could be that both of these players keeping particularly slow hands in this one. Gooey Ducks, no. I purely volunteer. This is my project. This is something that basically we collectively as a store worked on.
It's not like Dylan's like...
No, he supports.
Yeah, he's like, you don't get compensation.
No, he supports it. It's just, right now the stream makes no money. We have no income from this.
Yeah, actually, like, most of the things here are either someone else's or, like, specifically purchased for the stream at a loss.
Yes. We bought that. We bought the cameras. We bought a monitor. We had to buy a new processor for the computer. We're borrowing your monitor. Thank you.
Did you guys buy that monitor?
Yeah. Because the last one broke.
How?
Yep.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I also left another monitor here, but it's much smaller.
So, we get some sour looks when we don't put him on stream. Oh yeah, when you go out there, ask him what he meant by come back and talk about the stream. I'm not actually sure what he meant by that.
Okay.
But Immaculate, or that is, yeah, the Immaculate Magistrate again.
Oh, I see what's going on.
Okay. Gooey Ducks, honestly, it's because I love it and I don't regret doing this at all. I am happy to do this. This is my favorite thing. I have so much fun doing this. So the Immaculate Magistrate got that sweet synergy again, but a Scavenging is coming down for Mason. But if we see another one of these War Callers coming out, it's going to be pretty difficult. Demo, it's great to see you, and thank you so much. I like the hat too. It's modern with hats today because we've got Steven in the booth. Oh, you think he was going to announce the online storefront? Well, hey, there we go. All right. What do I do for a living? I work for a local city in their permitting department. They said both of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm currently a golf cart cleaner, but
He works for golf cars.
I work for a golf course. But it's hard to find a composite repair job,
Habsar bringing up a great point.
even in Washington.
That Fallen Doobie, this is actually another volunteer job of mine. I'm not actually a volunteer fireman. But though Justice Peanut, thank you.
Yeah, it's a generic answer.
Oh man, so we do have the War Caller coming out. Mason does, if he has the bolt, now is the time. We don't have the bolt. Ooh. I mean, you say that Elves needs to be faster, and it's about to be a whole lot faster. This is...
I have a feeling that this is exactly how we won every single one of his games. Just like
Immaculate Magistrate.
Like Immaculate Magistrate, what? And then he plays with the Jiraga War Color, and then he's like, and all my creatures get
Yeah,
giant buffs.
I have to agree with you. I'm really excited. Ozza heads up. I'm going to be making a Reddit post possibly tomorrow, but definitely leading up into the preliminary Pro Tour qualifier. If any of you see it, if you want to toss in any comments about the stream, or maybe give any positive, or if you want to recommend it to others, or I don't know. Any support is appreciated. Keep your eyes open for it. I'll be trying to advertise it for it a little bit. It's usually pretty fun.
You know what you should go like ham for?
What should I go ham for?
Sometimes they do the community events.
Oh, like try and be on the
Yeah.
Community Cup?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually now a new life goal of mine. It's pretty unlikely to happen, though.
I've seen someone go from YouTube to Twitch to being in the community cup. So
Who?
Huh?
Who?
MTG Radio.
Oh, true. So, either way, maybe one day, but I would love that. I don't see that happening. We've got a lot more steps to take.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pyroclasm wouldn't do that much right now, though.
Pyroclasm would not be.
I mean,
super
he's still
incredible.
got the like 6/6. What?
Wait, that's prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn? What?
And Mason's gonna eat the fog. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna eat the creature.
The next time a source of yours would deal damage, it just doesn't deal damage.
Oh, because that is a 7/7 Elvish Mystic.
Oh my goodness! That's... I'm so excited by that! Oh my goodness! Elves just fogged out a palm! He can't, because it's just the next time it'd be deal damage, but it's not going to! So it just doesn't prevent it, because it's...
Technically, it does redirect damage.
Oh
It's
my...
0.
Oh my goodness, I can't handle it. We've got a Kessig Wolf run, I guess. It's awesome. Samuel Day Johnner. Wait, yeah. Did I say Day Johnner? Samuel J. Donner. I'll see what we can do. Oh my goodness. That was so
There's
great.
a Rot Farm in play.
Agro Buddha, thank you so much for the support. I hope some of your group continues to watch the stream, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The next chapter of the Deflecting Bombs Chronicles has been written.
I am
I'll
so
promenade what is happening.
beyond myself right now. Oh goodness, this is great. This is beautiful. This is so great. This is a phenomenal finals match. Well done.
They were the ones who were the final match.
Yeah, my goodness.
My contact is gonna.
I mean, I hope that some of my hype is rubbing off on all of you, because I am hyped. Also, now's a good time to plug it. Follow me at RedBaronMTG. I'll let you know what kind of things I've got going on. Justice Peanut, that argument has already been ended, but I see what you're doing. And we've got a Boros charm making him indestructible, getting some blocks. Mason has got a small opportunity for the win, actually. Oh my goodness.
I mean, he still has like an 11-11 and an 11-12.
But he does run path to... Oh no, there's 2 creatures back. I thought that one was a land in my mind. Okay, then yeah, definitely not likely. Oh my goodness.
I honestly think Mason's best plan is just to wait for him to pump his elves too high, and then deflecting palm.
Probably. I mean, but then he'll just get hit by the fog again. Fog. Fog.
Yeah.
Yes. That was everything I ever wanted it to be. There's an Imperious Perfects on the field, an Elvish Mystic, an Immaculate Magistrate, an Elvish Harbinger, an Elvish Promenade getting cast right now. Oh my goodness. That's true, Gooey Ducks. He did leave up red-white. Sam the Man, I'm sorry to hear that, but we will be in Dallas for GP Dallas. So, and to Kung Fu Horse, if you ever want to, we will be at GP
too.
Dallas. Oh man, I am so excited right now. I am so we're up to 18 counters on this. Now Mason can block, but that's going to make
That is 22 counters.
he making him indestructible. Actually, a Path to Exile and a Tarkus command would be pretty close, actually. I don't think that's what we have. Does he have more Does he have a bonfire in hand?
That looks like a pillar of flame.
No, that's totally a bonfire. It's a bonfire and a Voice of Resurgence. And unfortunately, no outs for Mason. The problem is that a deflecting palm, a deflecting palm, would just take this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Juice. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, gotcha. Juice, it's all good. It's all good. I understand. And honestly, I do appreciate when the chat is willing to just help out. And, yeah. So thank you. Yeah, not attacking with the Jiraga.
I think he's doing it to prevent the deflecting palm.
But the blowout is going to happen no matter what.
Right.
If it's happening.
I think he just doesn't want to risk it.
Yep.
There is when you're playing Fog and whatnot, you play around things like Immolating Glare.
So, we have got a bonfire for 1. Oh, man. Let's see here.
Interesting.
What have we got? Oh, he also has 5 tokens. That is also true. Dylan casting that one. They all have plus 22, plus 22. Alright, see, I'm actually kind of curious if it does work that way, just because the fog was... because the fog just prevents it. But then the deflecting palm is worded in a way that says that the next time that it would deal damage. And so it's no longer dealing damage because of the fog. I don't know, the wording on it is weird.
I don't know why Bryce is telling me the alpha plus 22 plus 22. I know that.
Still. I'm actually not 100% sure on that one. I would believe if there was a wrong call on the field there, that probably a judge could have been called there.
It's a confusing one.
But it's definitely a confusing one. It's something that if we maybe we'll check out the live rules chat later. Anyway, let's head back up to the booth and try and get another match going. We'll see you there. Hello and thank you for joining us. My name is TJ. It's amazing to have you. You are all rock stars. Steven is my co-host. Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington is where we're streaming from. I'm so excited. We just watched the possibly one of the more unusual final matches that we've seen for some time, but awesome to see these things kind of happening because that's what Modern's all about. How do we follow that pile of a match? By hitting the follow button and joining us 4 times a week. Pacific time, it's currently 10:33, but every Monday at 6:30 you can join us for Standard. Every Wednesday at 7 and Saturday at 6 you can join us for Modern. And every Friday at 7:30 you can check it out for some Legacy. It's going to be amazing and awesome and a rock and roll time. What happened to Coleman? We don't know. He's out there maybe sometime out there, but also this coming Sunday, be there because it's the Modern Preliminary Pro Tour Qualifier. It's going to be a rock and roll marathon, Modern players all around. Narco this, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. It's going to be awesome, splendid, amazing. The Modern players, 5 rounds, cut to top 8. Were you going to talk about the upcoming storefront? Because I already hyped it up a lot. This is Dylan, everybody. Hi, Dylan.
Hello.
Do we have another match up there? Okay. Okay, sure.
Don't worry about it. We're all pretty much done for the night. I don't think there's like 2 people left over, so.
Okay.
What do we got?
So did you want to say something?
Nope. I just wanted to say hi. I guess that's something.
Oh, okay. We thought you actually had like a...
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, it's Modern with hats today. Luckily, you joined us with a hat. So that's
Yeah, I
important.
would never think of not joining you with a hat.
But
Without a hat.
definitely all kinds of awesome happening. Now, are you excited about the storefront coming up?
The exciting part will be when it finishes.
A lot of people have been mentioning that they're going to be talking about helping out because it is going to be... I mean, I talked about how it's eventually going to also work as a great venue for us to do merch for the stream, like playmats or t-shirts or things like that.
Oh, yeah. If we get a chance to
eventually.
do that.
Just because that means that eventually, like, if it's generating income, that means that we have more
Nice
things
hat
to
to
play
use,
with
too.
as far as that stuff.
Yeah, it's just trying to... the difficult part's going to be getting everything on there.
Yeah.
But once we get everything on there, it'll look really good.
Kung Fu Horse, the next stream will be this coming Friday at 7:30 p.m. Remember, Sunday, Preliminary Pro Tour Qualifier. It's going to be awesome. Can you bolt in response to a deflecting palm to save life? I don't know what you mean there, but they get to pick the source as they're casting it, so it wouldn't end up taking the bolt instead.
It's true. What I would never. Don't even worry about it. Juice 369, 12,
But
15.
see, do you see these? There's people out here who are willing to support. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm going to order cards.
Did you answer Kung Fu Horse?
Yeah.
The next stream, 2 days. It's also, if you scroll down,
Down
right
there.
there.
Be sure to hit that follow button here and up there. I am also not going to be here for the next 2 streams, but we have got some awesome people coming.
I will be here. I won't be streaming, but I'll be here.
Okay. So we've got Joe and Justin doing the Legacy stream on Friday.
They're 2 good-looking guys.
And we have got the Donaldson brothers going on Saturday.
The brothers.
Yep.
Brother Trouble.
Yes. So
You can't kill your own planeswalker with a lightning bolt.
Can you not?
I think you can.
I
Can't
feel
you
like
just
you
bolt
could.
yourself and redirect it?
You get the redirect rule. You're the controller of the
I
damage.
don't know when that would ever come up, but, you know, it's a pretty badass tattoo. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You should show them the other one.
Oh, so I
Other arm?
got Spider-Man here. I know. So I got Spider-Man. Let me see if I can angle it. There we go. So I got, there we go, Spider-Man. And then, if anyone actually, I'll tell you what. If anyone knows what this is, I will figure out a prize for you. If anyone knows what this is from.
Actually,
The first person to respond that knows what this is.
you know what? First of all, that is
Can't redirect your own damage. Oh,
apparently
weird.
that's
Can't
interesting.
redirect your only opponents can do it. Well, it's fine because that would literally like. Oh, Doro.
Boom! Doro gets a prize.
Did you really? Know
Yes.
that? That's funny. Do you know what it specifically? You know what it is though? Like you know what that symbol means?
Doro, you're getting a prize, and you've already
Is it
got
a
one.
Pokemon fossil? I don't know what a Pokemon. Dragon Ball Z, obviously.
Oh my
That's
goodness!
good stuff. I don't
am
think we.
excited.
I don't.
It's a cheetah moon.
Lion Clan, yes. Cyrus Troy, L5R, Legend of the Five Rings. I'm gonna give it to you because he probably Googled it.
Doro's already got a T-shirt
He
coming
cheated.
in the mail.
He cheated. Oh, that's right, he does. Huh?
Yep. So
I don't think we have any more matches, so let's fire off some questions.
Apparently.
Hopefully no one's stealing stuff out
all
there.
right, everybody, if you do have any questions, be sure to ask them to Dylan. Now,
Much
he is
about the
great for
call,
answering
it's
things
true.
about what it's like to
Oh,
run a
come
store. He can also answer what kind of things you can expect out of
What it's like to be a
various
boss.
things. What it's like to be a boss.
It's like to be awesome.
What kind of things we can hope for from this storefront. People have asked, can they have a checkbox for TJ signing cards? Like 2 people asked, can they get like signed bolts and Tybalts, or will there be a comment section when you order? Because in the comment section, I'd be
I think
down
there's
to do
probably a
it.
comment section. Yeah. Crane player. Oh, sorry. Now I'm all thinking about L5R. The game was so good. Crane players were the worst. They were the. Anyways.
Okay,
I'm getting off track here now.
Is Geek Fortress a game store or a comic book store?
Game store.
Okay, so it's not a comic book store.
Well, the
so
comics.
you can't say
We tried to do the comics thing for a while, but
It's
comics
just not
are
as
tough.
big.
It's not as big out here as it is on the East Coast, and it's also really difficult to open up a comic book store
Mm-hmm.
when you're only doing the new stuff. Because I wasn't going to sell like my own collection or whatnot.
It's definitely.
Fracturing Gust, yeah, I think so.
Say you were playing in a PPTQ tomorrow. What standard deck would you play?
That new Jeff Hoogland Spirit deck looks really fun. Basically, anything with Avacyn
Yeah.
seems busted because she's so good.
She is quite
She's
good.
so good, and I really want to build like a really cool black and white control deck with Avacyn, and the new Lily just shreds the Spirit deck.
Mm-hmm.
And Lily seems really good, and Avacyn seems really good, and Gideon is really good. Gaia's Cradles? No, I don't have any Gaia's Cradles right now.
All right, do
Cards
you-
ridiculously hard to find.
Vince
Oh my gosh.
asking, do you have any Fracturing Gust?
Is that Vince?
Yeah, that's Vince.
Vince, you know,
Vince-
you're like 3 blocks away.
The online store isn't up yet, Vince.
Yeah, pretty sure there's.
Will K-Mark is asking, will they be able to buy boxes from you? Because
Yes.
they've always dreamed of supporting local game stores and getting boxes mailed to their house.
Yeah, boxes will be good. They'll be all on there. Booster packs, fat packs, all the sealed product will be on there. The only bummer part is that the boxes, the shipping, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be like $10. So it might be. I don't know what a
Probably
box.
in the 7 range.
Yeah, I don't know what they got. The shipping things are going to be difficult.
Let's see
Dredge
here.
and Modern.
Dylan, what's your favorite Magic card? We gotta
It's that one I saw.
Lord of the Pit. It's Lord of the Pit.
That's definitely one of my sweeter artworks. But favorite of all time, like, what's your favorite Magic card?
Lightning Bolt.
But I mean, like,
Yours is Gristlebrand?
I love Grizzlebrand,
Snapcaster.
Psionic Blast,
Okay.
love Psionic Blast.
What other games do you do? Also, is most of the store's revenue MTG based or from selling games? Mostly board games. We don't do a whole lot of other card games.
Yeah,
Mostly
Force
board
of
games.
Will. Like see Chub Toad. That's God, Justin. Justin, yeah.
You got to power
I
through.
know.
You
I
are
know. Run through.
It's almost entirely MTG revenue. What do you think about the Dredge deck in Modern? 5 words or less. From DJP 100.
I wish it was better, ever.
Okay, it's actually doing well now though. You should
Yeah,
look into it.
I like the idea of it. It's just there's way too much graveyard hate that they can't deal with.
All right, so for a Legacy side event, Eldrazi or Sneak and Show?
What?
Eldrazi or Sneak and Show for a Legacy side event? One or the other.
Eldrazi.
Bant Eldrazi or something else for Modern?
Man, it's Eldrazi. That's
There you
something
go.
else.
Very
something
nice.
else.
Do you have a Peter? Do you have a foil Kozilek's return? Did Jeff do the pre-release without? I don't know. Did Jeff do the pre-release? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll look into the shipping.
And
Lone Pox Modern.
What's-
5 words?
what's your favorite hat?
This one I'm wearing.
Very cool.
anything Seahawks or Mariners.
If you have
Storm for Modern. I wish it worked.
MNML Mike says they have a secret for shipping boxes. They fit into UPS
Yeah, I saw that.
flat rate.
I will check into that.
That's
Because
awesome.
I know that the if it fits it ships thing, like that's pretty good. Hot dogs or hamburgers? Hamburgers, 100%.
Lone Pox and Modern, 5 words.
I don't know what that means.
It's
so
life in the
good.
loam and smallpox.
Oh, meh.
You have customers.
Oh, I got customers.
All right, see ya. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, last question: is a hot dog a sandwich
Or a taco.
or a taco?
Neither. Just like the meat is neither.
This
I
one's
don't
too-
think that Dylan is going to be coming to GP Portland with us, but he actually might be.
It smells like Dylan in here.
But GP Portland, a bunch of us are going to be going down. I'm excited about pizza. Hopefully, some of you have found that event. MNMO Mike, I actually really appreciate that hot tip. That's really awesome. I'm really excited. It's going to be a sweet, sweet time. So, I think we're coming up on the end, but if any of you do have any questions for Steven, any comments for either of us, I guess questions for me too, anything as far as feedback goes, or anything that you'd like us to discuss, let us know. In the meantime, I'll be looking for someone to host over to have some fun there. Dylan smells, I don't know,
It
actually,
smells like he's been standing up all day.
I wouldn't call it particularly, like...
It wasn't like disgusting.
No, I wouldn't call it
But it's
that.
not something like I would put on myself on purpose.
Okay. Nah, I don't think it didn't bother me too much.
Dylan smells
Actually,
like
it didn't
crushed
bother me at all.
spirit.
It didn't bother me at all. Probably Old Spice.
Yeah, Old Spice.
13th Fox, I'm sorry that you did show up late. Has anyone tried Eldritch Evolution? I know that a lot of people have. I'm not a huge fan of the card.
in my super secret standard brew, and it's fantastic. It is unbelievably good. In the right deck.
What's your favorite EDH deck to play? And least favorite? Mine was my Squirrels deck. That was my most fun deck to play, but I haven't played EDH for years. At least one of my decks for years.
So I have two. I have my Riku of Two Reflections deck because it just plays all of the cool cards to copy, and then sometimes it plays Omniscience. It's really funny because I was like ramp out, do crazy things, cast Omniscience, and then have no cards in hand, and then just like top deck lands for the next 2 turns. So people are like, "Oh, we gotta stop him." It's like play my land per turn. But my actual favorite is I traded Max. I had just a box of like my junk rares, like just a massive box of junk rares, and I wanted his Thought Seize. So he went through my box of junk rares and built an EDH deck out of it, and I got his Thought Seize.
Nice.
That deck has never lost.
Which one?
It's what's her name?
Who built it?
Max did. It's the new Esper Commander.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, it's
Granted, we don't play as much these days, but
definitely not.
6 words. Oh, the Jackal. Thank you so much. 6 words. Favorite style of hat. His is that one. Mine is probably. What's my favorite style of hat? Oh wait, is it 6 words? What is my favorite style of hat? Nordic beanies are kind of fun.
I like
Beanies?
hats that fit me.
Yeah, I guess some beanies. I don't wear many hats, to be honest.
This is like the only hat that really fits me.
What commander does TJ have? I had an Animar one, and then my Squirrel one was an Azusa deck. What's my favorite hat? His is that one. Mine is probably a Link hat that was knitted for me, or crocheted for me. Yeah, I liked that one. That one was a lot of fun. Any recommendations for a red-white deck to TVET09? Yes, I do.
Doesn't matter.
You
format?
are going to be wanting to run Lightning Bolts, Eidolon of the Great Revel, Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, Searing Blaze, Boros Charm. Is it 6 words? Nah. Boros Charm, Skull Crack, Goblin Guide, Monastery Swiss Spear. You can even do a Young Pyromancer if you want to get a little bit old school on it. You can also run all kinds of... Yeah, that one.
Sunlance.
Basically, Burn is a great red-white deck. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. Okay. Favorite style of pizza? Meat lovers. Oh, Chicago, New York, or are there lesser kinds of pizza? I like New York style. New York is my favorite. I enjoy Chicago. Other pizzas I actually quite enjoy. But I like pizza that I can fold in half.
See, I'm all-inclusive for pizzas as long as there's no pineapple in them.
That's true. And actually, I've taken to asking people that. But since it doesn't particularly bother me, when they go, yes, and I say, well, my friend Steven hates you. TVET09, thank you so much for the follow. It does mean a lot to us.
See,
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I love pineapple. I love pizza. They should never mix.
Reveler and Burn? No. If you've already cast 6 spells to make it cost 2, then you'd rather just draw the Burn spell that you replaced, because that will equal 21.
Well, you'll draw 3 spells.
Sure, or you could just cast the one that's going to win you the game. That's at least my thought. What tribe do you wish had the support to played in Modern? I'm assuming. What tribe do you wish had the support to be played in Modern?
So I know this one. Beasts.
Beasts?
Beasts?
That's... Wow, okay. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not big into tribes. Like, I've never really fallen it... Squirrels. Done. Thank you, Steven. But, oh, man. Wizards would be another sweet one. I guess spirits, like illusions. Illusions would be a cool one.
There's the one Master of Illusions, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, like
Master of the
the Nick Cage of illusions.
Yeah, he's like, all your illusions get +1/+1 in a hexproof.
Yeah, but I guess it's mostly that, like, I don't know. I'm a Timmy and a Spike in a lot of ways, but I'm definitely a Spike in that creature type matters very little to me, actually.
Spell Queller has been doing all of the work.
Yeah. I said yeah. You're supposed to say
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are clearly devolving a little bit, which means that it's time to share you all over to someone else. Now, looking at what we've got, one of the people that I do recognize is someone by the name of Professor French. They're a little bit new to the stream game. They're a little bit odd, but they're pretty fun overall.
Wait,
They're doing a 24-hour stream.
I want to see who else we got.
Moto Grinder, Dave C.
You're going too fast.
I'm sorry. Let's see here.
Oh, there's us.
Host us.
Dude, wait. Look at the screen.
That's great. That's such a great screenshot.
Dude, just show the chat that real quick.
Is Modern and Standard two separate things? Yes, it is. Standard is everything within the most recent 2 years. Modern is everything from 8th edition forward, which was about 13 years ago. But definitely, I mean, Professor French, interesting person, pretty fun. They're doing a 24-hour stream. As a warning to anyone who might be younger, he's slightly less family-friendly than us. To where, like, since we try to be family-friendly, I figured I'd put that heads up.
It is like 11 o'clock at night Pacific time.
I mean, I just thought I'd mention it so that no one gets surprised. But otherwise, yeah, they're pretty fun. Say hi for me. I hang out in that chat a decent amount. But I guess actually for me, I'll see you all on Sunday. I'll be hanging out in the chat when I can. I'll be actually playing Modern for once on Friday. I'll let you all know how I'm doing. And keep an eye out for those giveaways, but I'll miss you guys.
Hopefully I'll be playing Standard after the game day.
Nice.
Because I try to keep my deck secret.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, I always get like, I miss this stream when I'm away from it. So it's okay. It's for something that's going to be pretty important and pretty good. So we're going to call it a night.
Bye.
In the meantime, from Geek Fortress in Snohomish, Washington, my name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
And whether it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, we hope it's a great one. And enjoy the 24-hour stream that we're going to put you over to.
Hi, Logan. Bye, Logan.
Hi, Logan. Bye, Logan.